Hey, 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 this is your recap Auntie. Hey, y'all. Hey, this is Shar. Welcome to my channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, everybody. Hello. Hopefully, you all had a wonderful turkey day. I had a great day. I did take a picture of my struggle plate. If you haven't seen it, go over there and check on my post, and you will see how amazing the meal that I kind of sort of halfway made. I made the turkey wings, rice that's underneath the turkey wings, threw a couple of Hawaiian sweet rolls in the oven. I already ate that before, and I'm full. Of course, it's the next day, but I'm recording this is on Turkey Day, so I am full, honey. So I probably will still be full on Friday. Probably still be full on Friday, but I told y'all will have another front porch coming up, and probably will be a long one. I'm gonna make up and do for all of the front porch, all of the episodes from last week ish. So I'm gonna go ahead and read from episodes number 175 to 179. So I'm going to go ahead and read all of the comments from the last front porch. Then I will go ahead and pick up on all of my recaps to see what you guys are talking about. So thank y'all for so much for being so supportive and being here and embracing my corniness and my cussing and my me. I thank you. That creativity side, sometimes you got to pull something out in order for you to bring more joy to the world. And that's all I'm here to do. So let me go ahead and get these comments started because like I said, baby, it's going to be a long video. So a lot of y'all might be off work today, which is Friday. And so enjoy to all of your comments that are going to be read on today's front porch. So let me go ahead and get this started. All right, the first comment I see is from S. Parker, 77868. Hey, S. Parker, she says, my favorites Luther songs, Superstar. I paused your video just to listen to it. Girl, when that man remade that, and I can't even lie, when Ruben sang that song, it takes me to a whole nother vibe. It's like I just drink all in it. It just pours all over me. I love that song because there's so many vamps in it. You be slow and then he takes his time and then it's a little fast and I'm like God to my. And then on the album itself, it goes into like the creeping song. So it I'm so glad that me and my boyfriend went. We had such a great time. So thank you, boo. We have Kelly underscore S. Hey Kelly, she says at minute one, I don't know if it was 1 hour and 14 seconds in, she says, I wondered the same thing. Why would they call her Peaches? That's right. Maybe Peaches is her preferred name. Probably. They said like some people do would rather them call them, like I think when you fill out applications for new jobs or in your medical records they'll say what is your government name, but what name would you be preferred to be called. So maybe she would be preferred to be called Peaches. So yeah, but thank you, Kelly. Kelly also says that Brady Bunch episode was one of my favorites. I love that episode. I also loved I had a crush on Peter. I thought Peter was the cutest one. Everybody loved what a Greg, but no, I definitely didn't like no Bobby. But give me Peter, honey. Peter, I had the biggest crush on him. Kelly also says my cousin lives in Detroit and he posted a jazz festival concert. Looked like so much fun. Okay, cool. I want to go up there. I want to go to the Cincinnati one. There's so many that I want to go to next year. So hopefully I have a chance to go. We have Jasmine Williams 5565. She says black is the color of my true love's hair. Oh, okay. Okay, Jazz. All right, Miss Girl. We have Elizabeth Lassiter. She says, hey, Elizabeth. She says, it's so hard to name just one of Luther's songs, Auntie Girl. But two of Luther's songs always makes my road trip playlist. Never Too Much and Better Love. Right? I love them both. I use an app called Edging, okay, where it allows you to mix tracks like a DJ. Really? I mix Luther's Better Love with Fat Man Scoop's remix of Faith Evans' Love Like This. Really? I was jamming to that mix. Okay. I'm gonna have to try that, girl. Thank you. Called Edging. I'm gonna have to add that on my phone. Thank you, boo. We have Cynthia Judkins, 2250. Hey, Cynth. She says, my aunt would get so mad when you addressed her by her government name. She would cuss you the fuck out. What was her government name? You ain't got to tell me. You ain't got to tell me, girl. Sin also says, Shar, Wednesday and Thursday shows are repeats, and Fridays it'll be a football game on. Yeah, I figured that. I'm already, it's Thursday right now, so me reading this, but y'all will hear this on Friday. So yeah, I figured that. Michael Parm, he says, say it loud, I'm black and I'm proud. You still came through like a champ. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, my love. I appreciate you. Still gonna spank you, Michael, for correcting me. I'm sorry, I gotta respect my elders. I ain't gonna touch you, Michael. I'm just gonna use a long belt. But thank you, Michael. I appreciate that. This definitely ain't gonna be damn black and no damn ain't gonna have no picture on it now. Y'all gonna see me on the damn front porch, all right? This is gonna be clear and it ain't gonna be muffled or nothing like that. So Scent says my favorite song is "Make Me a Better and Creepy." Make me a believer. Okay, make me a believer. I'm sure I know that, but I don't. Maybe I'm just not familiar with the title. But I love "Creep," homie. Oh, no, you always creep. He sang that too. Ruben sang that. If he comes to your city, y'all need to go see Ruben Studdard sings Luther. It is so great. I don't know if he's doing it again, but he sang the fuck out of them songs. And he had had the nerve to be dancing and stuff. And he only had two girls, as his background singers. Luther had the two girls, had Lisa Fisher. I can't remember the other two people. And it was a dude and a female. They always dress like little doll babies and stuff. It was so cute. We got Blaze Network. Hey, Blaze, he says, Shar, I have an idea. I don't know if you would want to do it, but here it is. Maybe twice out of the month, you can go live and have the viewers call in, voice their opinion on the show, and talk about different characters and storylines. I have thought about that. I have thought about that, Blaze. I am gonna do that. I just have to get the right kind of computer. Because all my computers is trash. So if I no if I do it, I'm gonna get me another laptop, and it's gonna have the right amount because it's gonna have the right amount of memory. I need to make sure that it has Windows 11, all the other good stuff, because I want to be able to do it so I can see y'all. I can put faces to names and names to faces. That's gonna be so sweet. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna do that though. I definitely am gonna do that. But thank you, Blaze. You would read my mind, boo. Thank you. But I am gonna do that. We have Peace Angel. Peace says, I'm certain for many of us it is a challenge to pick one favorite Luther song, girl. I highly favor Superstar from the live at Radio City Music Hall. A house is not a home. It's just beautiful. Isn't it beautiful? Just the arrangement and the flutes. When we had the Charlotte Symphony that played live on stage, y'all, because as y'all saw in my video, we had great seats. It was like we were right there on the stage, and then there was a girl who was an usher who was like right down below us, and I used to go to church with her like years ago. So she was over there dancing. I said, "Girl, please excuse me because I'm gonna be dancing like a fool." She said, "Girl, me too." So the symphony was there. Oh my God, it was an experience, and I'm so happy that I took the time to go and we had a good time. So yeah, she also says, "Let me quit. I can call out exceptional Luther songs all day and into the night. Girl, take your time, honey. Ain't nobody rushing you." And that's when Jasmine said, "Girl, what happened to the black? See, what's why we use black today?" I was like, "Black screen." When I uploaded the shit on damn Canva, it told me that it covered the whole video, and I'm like, "God dog it." I was gonna take it down and put it back up. I'm like, "Look, I already got some views on there, and I'm not gonna be tripping. So I'm gonna make sure that this part two is done right." So we have definitely completed reading the comments from the last front porch. So thank y'all for y'all patience and thank y'all for y'all honesty. That's why I love y'all. All right, we are at the next set of comments on video number episode 175. And our first comment we have, again, it's the most recent one. So whatever the newest comment, then I go to the oldest. So we have Miss Carolyn McWilson, 497. Hey, Miss Carolyn, she says, the Blue Vein Society. Thank you about that. Yeah, because I had asked about some type of blue thing. And because Eva had asked somebody something. I can't remember, but y'all know it's called the Blue Vein Society. I think they kind of that was a way for them to really do segregation within the black communities anyway. You had the light skinned blacks against the darker blacks, and if your skin was so yellow that you could see your blue vein, it was just weird. People in the paper bag test, they just did too much to keep us separated, still doing that shit. But yeah, thank you, Miss Carolyn. I thank you. We have James, our resident gentleman. Hey, James, he says, "Happy Feelings Friday, Rascals." Again, this is a week ago. He said, I sure woke up happy this morning, not sure what it was going on. I was still trying to sleep, but I felt my legs trying to twitch in rhythm. My toes were flexing in their same rhythm. Finally, I could no longer hold on to sleep and let myself slip into its embrace. I was groggily popping my fingers, head started waggling a bit, had my stank face forming, and that's when I realized my mind had decided to dip back into my subconscious accent, the Curtis Mayfield Superfly. Yeah, soundtrack. And my sleepy ass was trying to dance to the song. Push 'em, man. Hey, I ain't got a clue. You all just do what Shar reminds us to, and that applies to every day, not just our happy feeling Fridays. Walk in our joy. Don't let anybody steal it, even if it's your joy of dishwashing detergent. Congrats to Miss Welder. The Buffalo Bills lost to the Houston Texans last night, and your Patriots are running away with the AFC East division and tied with the Denver Broncos for the best records in the AFC. Thank you so much, James, for that. I didn't know they doing the division games already. Child, I was so mad when the Panthers had lost. My boyfriend was, I said, baby, they lost. He was like, they sure did. He be sounding so sad. I'm like, oh, it's cool, baby. He gotta actually do the game on Sunday. He has to work it. So he works, like I said, works for guest services, and he's over there. He's worked with the Panthers, some of their wives. That's the section that like the 300 section. What he calls them out, and the some of the parents of some of the older football players that used to play, and they be slipping him some good coins. I'm like, y'all, they need some help. I'm sure. I've worked a couple of football games like right around COVID. Right when we first started, I wanted to make some extra money, so I wanted to feel how it felt. And I worked at a few Panthers games. It was cool. It was cool. But I didn't work in the stands because they wanted me to work all the way up in the nosebleeds, and I was scared to walk down the steps. Because if you ever go to a football game, if you go to them high ass sections on that last row, them steps, it seems like it's a million steps just to get down. And I have a little of fear of heights, just a little bit. I'll do a plane, but that's about it. But they put me at the like the ticketing when people come in, and that was so much fun. I like to talk to people like welcome, welcome, have a good time. And if somebody had like they call it them commanders now, but if they had a Redskins t-shirt on or something like that, or some type of redskin stuff, I always say something. Yeah, that's my skins. I love them, because I'm from DC. So, but yeah, yeah, it was so much fun working that. But they don't pay shit, so I stopped that because I had to go back to start doing my shows because during the vid, um, people weren't doing shows and plays. So I had to find some way to try to keep myself busy and being around people, and it was fun. It was so much fun. We have NM 985. She got about one, two, about four comments. I'm going to read them back to back. She says, I absolutely adored Danny and Andre's vows. Yeah, it was beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful. She also says that was low down Martin. Martin does everything low down, his petty ass. Uh, NM says Teddy Boo Boo the fool is a terrible dad. He just believes everything Eva says. Right? Even after Kat told him that girl did what she did to Tomas, and he was like, "Well, I understand." What? Well, I guess it takes one to know one, huh? NM says I have Lats back at look. I have Let's back no matter what. Nobody has her back. Okay, cats. Okay. She put an L. I think she meant cat. Because I'm looking at the keyboard. Yeah, the K and L are right next to each other. The keyboard NM, so I know what you meant, girl. She says, I have Cat's back no matter what. Nobody has her back, and Martin was running his mouth as payback. Oh, wait, wasn't he dragging the fuck out of her with Eva? And he know that Cat don't like. He was just, and by the way, then he would walk away. And let me tell you one more thing. Nick, leave. Shit. Get your ass on. Standing there. Oh, one more thing. And she, oh, let me come back and tell you. Oh, I said you was petty. You real petty. We have Glenda Watkins, 1850. Hey, Glenda. Hey, Glenda. She says, I truly understand Kat's frustration, but I hope her words don't come back and bite her in her butt. I do too. I hate that she did say that to her sister. I mean, I understand that she's upset and everything, but girl, wishing a person was never born. Come on, girl. You just mad because your pappy is splitting his attention between you and your sissy. That's all. Share him like you did Tomas. Anyway, Jasmine Williams. Hey, Jazz. She says, Why didn't whiny widow Kitty Cat didn't tell Gran that she was talking shit about Eva to Chelsea and Tomato when Eva came in? I don't know. She should have overheard it and called her exactly what she is. Yes, we all know Eva's sin. The biggest one is not disavowing her her toxic mama, mammy, but Eva has tried to make peace with her half brat, but Cat has had nothing but Vernon. Yeah, that is true. That is very true. I mean, I don't I like I said, I didn't like the fact that she said that she wished she was never born. Cynthia Juckins says, I just knew Anita was going to call Vernon by his whole government name. You thought so, girl. Cent always also says Leslie tried to frame Vernon, but it didn't work. It didn't. It sure didn't. I want you to just, I want you to, girl. Vernon was like, look, no, I'm not talking to her. You can see me all day in the hallway with another articulate. So, shit. We have James. He says, but be careful, Cent. Careful. Leslie Rotten Appleseed still sowing her seeds of deceit and doubt. Orange is a new black. Leslie needs to make her beautiful black self into an old orange and sit herself down in the jail cell with Allison. You right, James. You are absolutely positively right. Also says we already read that. Like I said, sometimes they be doing y'all comments twice, but I just like them again, so it don't matter. We got Raquel Batson. She says, hey Raquel, she says, what is the plan with Anita and Leslie? I think Anita gave her some fake information. I think so too. She can't possibly trust her to send out the Winterfest invites. Can't wait to see how this works out. Me too. I think that she did. After everybody said what they said, I really feel that she gave her some fake invites to keep her busy, to act like she did something important. That's what I feel. Y'all were right. I feel like that's the case. But Leslie gonna be pissed like a motherfucker. She gonna be pissed. She done gave Jan one of them damn invites. They be like, Nanita gonna be like, Jan, I don't remember inviting your ass. And they'll baby squeeze her in there. But as controlling as Anita Williams Dupree is, everybody been had their invites. They been had them, honey. I can promise you that. They had them things 2 months in advance. I promise you. She might be planning the seating. Why would she? This the thing. It's like, why would she be planning the seating? Because remember, everything is color coded unless she already knew who was coming. Now that I think about it, because that's why Laura was there. She already had everything was color coded. I think now, y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't she have everybody's name already there? The people who were coming. That's why she had everything color coded with people at certain tables. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. So she already knew who was coming, but she gave it to Leslie in that pretty old box. And the girl did it in calligraphy and everything. Calligraphy ain't no joke. There's this guy on TikTok. You say that a person's name, he will write your name in calligraphy right there online. I'm like, damn, that's pretty. I've always wanted to learn that, but you have to hold that pen a certain way. And I'm like, I'm just, it was just hurting my hand too much. We have Ishanti. Hey, Ishanti. She says, I'm waiting to see if they will turn Jan away at the door since the ticket was for Anastasia. Wow, I just said that. I didn't even see what you were going to say, girl. That is so true. We have my girl Crystal. You know, Crystal will always get me now. Crystal says, girl, Shar, why the downplaying of Dan and Andre's declaration of love? Girl, I thought you and the majority of the rascals wanted that. I'm so happy that he's not saying anything like this to that old dud Ashley. I can't wait for them to get back home and shout it from the rooftops. I love them together for as long as they will be together. But it is a soap, and we all know how it's going to go. Right? That's true, girl. I just didn't feel like reading, girl. I just didn't feel like doing voices, girl. We already knew he loved her. He ain't been thinking about Ashley, girl. I just didn't feel like reading Crystal. You know I'm gonna be honest with you. Mwah, my crystal waters. We have Ishanti. Hey Ishanti, she says, I was upset about him bringing her up on his honeymoon, but Danny did not judge and felt bad for Ashley. Yeah, I mean, yeah. She said, I feel bad for Ashley, but Ashley, it seems that she have gotten over him. She really like she at on the Thanksgiving episode, she seemed to really not be so sad, about the Derek situation and about Andre, unless maybe when she sees Andre, that's when she starts to think about him again. But he ain't he show don't miss her. He really doesn't. Well, Raquel says, she says, I love Andre and Danny together. They are so sweet. They really are. They really, really are. Raquel also says, Kat really needs to seek some therapy. She does. She is crashing out. The Kiki session with Eva and Martin was on point. Kat is so annoying lately. She is. I was very disappointed of what she said about that girl. Raquel also says, I'm so sick of Leslie. Now she is trying to run up on Vernon, honey. She is really barking up the wrong tree. She better take several seats and leave the senator alone. I agree, Raquel. I agree. Crystal says, why can't Leslie give Eva a ticket to the Winterfest and she can take Isaiah as her plus one? That's a good idea. Then Ted can take Shanice as his. Nicole will go with Carlton's at. Right. We all know that. We all know that. I mean, they're going to be stuck in that elevator next week, honey. So we'll see, baby. We will see. James said the Rascals. Let me scroll up. Rascals. The Andre and Danny scenes were very nice. A welcome departure from vice-like pressure of the drama going on elsewhere, everywhere else. Right. Andre and Danny have settled each other and settled into one another the same way I'd hope for Dr. Doug and June would. So I'm a sucker for this relationship now. Beyond the Gates writers, aka Lucy, are having to pull the football away from the Rascals, aka Charlie Brown. Danny and Andre are happy. Vernon and Anita have accepted Andre into the family and are happy for the both of them. What better time to break them up, huh? That's true. James also says the Tomas Cat Eva story is taking me back to my high school days. I was a mere lad of 16 or 17 then and a good boy, as my elders might have said. It's about good boys in quotations. My younger brother was the same. But back then, there were these two sisters, an older sister and her younger sister. There was that childlike mutual attraction thing going on, but I told my brother that I liked the older sister, but I liked the cute younger sister too. My brother told me the exact same thing. He also liked both sisters. We didn't end up with either sister. No doubt they thought my brother and I was silly. Of course, all boys are silly when they're 16 to 17. What they look like now? I would love to know what they look like now, honey. Have you seen them now? Are you on Facebook, James? What they look like now? We have Jasmine Williams. She says, always thankful for the hustle, Auntie. Thank you, sis. I appreciate you so much. I really, really do. More than you even know, girl. More than y'all even know. We have KB662. Hey, KB662. What's going on, boo? KB says, I hope Martin and his high ass booty lose the election by one vote. Then finds out Cat didn't vote for him. Hashtag with family like them. Yikes. He might lose that election. I do want him to lose. James responded to her and he says, oh, he thought that was funny. Rascals, if any of you just burst out laughing for seemingly no reason while at work at the doctor's appointment, get your hair did, your fingernails, or your toenails done. If you're walking out, walking your beloved doggy past by another pedestrian, burst out laughing for no reason, and have that pedestrian look at you crazy. Blame it on K, right? Blame it on K. B662. It's all her fault. That was funny. That was so funny. Thank you. We have Elizabeth Lassiter. Hey, Elizabeth. She says, hey, Auntie. I pray that you've been blessed thus far. I gotta start this rant off by saying which characters are on my shit list. All right, she felt. Oh, wait a minute. I hit, I hit Seymour and damn, not Seymour, but Seymour. Yeah, okay. Let's see. Let me rub my hands together. She says, I love Keith, but can't stand Ted Richardson. Ted ain't shit. He ain't about shit. He's a shit father and now ex-husband. Martin, aka High Booty Judy. He got that high booty. He handsome and almondy though, right? He do got a high booty. He is a trash brother. I'm fortunate to get along with all my siblings, and we'd be damned if we air each other's business on Front Street like that. Martin know damn well he shouldn't have said nothing about Cat. I mean, about to Eva about Cat's business. Cat ain't said nothing about you being a killer. Granted, I didn't like Cat at all when the show first started. When the show first started, it's the way she was reading Eva and didn't know her from a can of paint. Had she tried to get to know her and find real fault in her, because her gut was right, nobody could call her spoiled brat when Leslie blew up at the Richardson's perfect family. Eva still trying to justify sleeping with Tomas. Heifer, you knew damn well he was Kat's boyfriend when she ghosted him after an argument or not. And while you trying to hint to Ted that Leslie is a blue blood now, right? Okay, you can be seen at her Winterfest girl bye. You giving him whiplash the way you ping pong back and forth between telling your mom stop trying to get with Ted, but then you be dropping hints to him like your mommy and daddy together. Make up your mind, girl. If all Vernon's secret is him working on singing to Anita, then miss me with that shit, girl. If he gonna have a secret at this point, it need to come out that Leslie is his daughter, right? Exactly. Not knocking Clifton Davis for singing, just that the way they are writing it is boring. Right. Peaches need to reveal something before she dies, that she does know Leslie's birth father is, or Eva ain't really Leslie's daughter. Need a big reveal like that. I agree. I agree, Elizabeth. I agree 100%. They need something to pop. Thank you, girl. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. James says, if you rascal keep this up, you're going to have Martin flying to Brazil to get a reverse Brazilian booty procedure. Well, he do got a hot booty. Look, I told y'all, I just be saying what y'all be thinking. Y'all be looking, I just say what y'all thinking. That's all. Peace, Angel. Hey, Peace. She says Leslie is overestimating her ability to scheme and scam. Forget popcorn. I'm going to need some powerful spirits to her for her downfall. She done messed up. She done messed up fooling with Shanice's ass, right? Mama and Papa Dupree. I am Mama and Papa Dupree. What will Eva do when her mama goes down? She ain't gonna do nothing but try her best to get her out and make excuses for her. We got James. He responded. He says, how I so fervently hope that you are right about this piece. Poor Nicole. She was never the match for Dirty Fighting Leslie. It was like Shireen Khan, the tiger, Leslie versus Tigger, the Winnie the Pooh tiger, Nicole. Shanice is a different story now. It's like the fire breathing dragon Leslie versus Saint George, the dragon slayer Shanice. I understand anyone's need to have their powerful spirits handy, not the powerful spirits that sometimes be floating around here, there, and everywhere, but the powerful spirits that live in my shot glasses when I watch this show daily. Remember to hydrate, rascals, hydrate. Right, exactly. We got Peace Angel. She responds. She said, James, I just feel as if Leslie has strayed into signifying monkey territory. Her ass is going to fall out of the tree straight into the lion's mouth in more ways than one. There probably are young folk that don't get the signifying monkey reference. Signifying monkey territory. It's akin to your mouth writing checks with your ass can't cash, you dig? Leslie brings out my desire for shot glass spear. She really does. I like I said, I used to love it. I used to love seeing her on the screen, and now it's just exhausting. We got my girl Jasmine Williams. She says that's what the brat gets for ear hustling. She is such an entitled snob. I would love for Eva to slap the snark out of her mouth. Kat is the brat who would have got her mini skirt ass kicked in the shot. Right. James responded and says, you know how folks might be suspect their name might have a come up in the conversation while others to which they weren't privy, how that person might ask, should my ears be burning? Yeah, yeah. Kat didn't have to ask. Her ears were on a 5 alarm fire by the time Martin and Eva were through. I hate to laugh at Kat, but I can't help it. Ain't nothing wrong with laughing at Kat, honey. Jasmine says, James, it was laughable. She was laughably stupid. I'm so sick of her whining about Eva smashing Tomas. Oh, tomato. Let me say tomato. She needs to be furious with that bent pew pee pee turkey tail for saying they were done and smashing her sister, with whom he carried on an emotional smash alone long before they actually did. I'm sick of women always taking the sword while the men never do. That is true. That is true, Jasmine. That is so true. Eva was wrong to break the sister code, but Kat had that contract with Tomato. This girl has lost her mind over the first stale piece of PP she ever had. James said, "Oh, they're gonna go back and forth." James said, "Jazz, if Kat takes a huge L behind this horrific overkill attempt that hurt Eva with her words, the very last person who should extend sympathy to Eva is Tomas. He should be the one person standing beside Kat if anyone else kicks her to the curb. Tomas was wrong. He continued to pursue his romance with Kat, and had he made it clear to Eva that their friendship and shared love of reading fiction was cool, but it couldn't ever be any more than that. He would have been clear the air. Tomas went too far. Eva was lonely, believed she had a friend, and when she thought that friend was a free man, then did she let herself go. Now, happy with Isaiah, Eva is like, Tomas who? She is. Tomas seems to be ringing Cat's bell on a regular, so they could be happy as well. I hope Beyond Gates writers let the sisters get past this. I do too. Out of all of this, Tomas is wrong, and I think that Kat is only with him because she won, quote unquote. She thinks it's a game. She doesn't like to lose. I think that's the only reason why she's with Tomas is because she don't want Eva to have him. But I mean, yeah, did I say that? Yeah, she. But Eva ain't thinking about him. Shit. Jasmine responds to James. She says, "Yep, yep, yep, James. Tomato is the catalyst for this mess. I hate when women never blame the man for the mess they start. Tomato started befriending said pariah Eva, sitting with her at the orphage's right, and basically trashing Kat and leading her on. Eva was so desperate for any benevolence, but she was still wrong to break the sister code, even if you love your sister. That is so true. Thank you, sis. Jasmine also says that moron needs to lick the damn envelopes and shut the fuck up. She want to be all in front, honey. You all are here to help celebrate the legacy of my wonderful mother, girl, who started this amazing group. Girl, get the fuck out of here. She says, I have to mute her ass. Jasmine says, her fake talk is worse than Pam's. Pam got a fake talk, girl. Does that idiot think that she sounds classy? Mm-hmm. She sounds and looks like status climbing wannabe clown that she is. I hate her. Like I hate Filthy Phyllis on Young and the Restless, which I no longer watch. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. Thank you, Jasmine. We got Miss Pearly Cole. She says, I don't agree with Kat wishing Eva was never born, but I understand Kat's frustration. The woman who helped turn her world upside down keeps winning for now. I hope Kat takes a step back, cool down, and let the universe take over because Karma will be visiting Leslie and it'll touch Eva too. Martin and Ted will have egg on their faces when Kat is proven right about Leslie and her spawn. That is so true. Miss Pearly. Let me see. James did respond. He says, now, Pearly, while Kat is well within her rights to unleash her rage on Eva, once once Kat takes a step back, she will have to cool down and remember how up until the last time moment before Leslie destroyed her parents' marriage and family unit. Eva did try to stop Leslie, even going so far as to say Leslie was unhinged and trying to push the party attendees out of the venue. Leslie responded to Eva's efforts with these words: "You little wretch." Eva was kicked out of her home that night. Leslie will pay for her crimes. And then he puts in parentheses, unless she receives swagnificent Joey treatment. I don't know. It might be damn Marcel treatment on that damn Sheila. But for her own psychological and physical health, Kat will need to let go of her hatred of Eva. It's destroying her. I agree. We have Grace Darling. Okay, hey Grace Darling, what's going on, boo? What's going on, Grace? Grace says, James, while Kat is busy with all that accountability talking, Eva needs to confess to helping her mother avoid charges for twice attempting to take the life of Nicole's assistant. I agree. I agree. And you know James will respond. James says, uh, we are in lockstep in on that score, Grace. Eva knows her mammy has done dirt Eva has had tried once more than on occasion to rein Leslie in. Let's not forget how angry Eva was at Leslie when instead of leaving the country club, if I'm not mistaken, as she promised Eva she would do, Leslie posing her Sherry, posing as Sherry, stayed behind and spoke with Nicole. She did. When Eva returned to their hole in the wall apartment, Eva confronted Leslie and told her that she was a liar. Leslie quickly used her and said, "Girl, I ain't raised you. Who do you think you're talking to like that?" Card. Eva backed down once again because that's her mama. She definitely has an alliance to her. And we have C. Brinson 01. Hey, C. Brinson, I hope you are well. They are really talking to James today on that day, baby. He says, James, Eva was also the one who told her mom Ted was drunk in the hotel by himself. Eva put a lot of things in motion knowing her mother how her mother is, or yelling at Ted when he lied about giving her his home. If she knew her mom would if she knew her mom she would know her mom is a tyrant towards everyone and then covering for your mom. But you are sorry. Yeah, that's fake to me. Yeah, I mean, it seems like a lot of people don't like Eva's ass. Huh? They don't like her ass. Uh, James responded and says, "Yes, sirree, Bobcat tail." And everything you uh reminded us of right here is why my support for Eva has dropped down from 100 down to 20 now. Damn. And every time Eva lets Leslie talk her into doing things like going after Tomas at times when Kat's ill treatment of her left her vulnerable to her worst impulses, her stock drops even more. I'm still hoping for a sisterly love fest at the end of all this rigmarole. I hope so too. I hope so. I have rigmarole. I'm sorry, rigmarole. I hope so too, baby. I really do. I think it will come. I really feel like it will come. We have James. He says, the Beyond the Gates writers stay writing their characters off of the cliff. They do. Most significant, most significant, of course, was Dr. Doug. They wrote him off the cliff, let him fall and splatter. Ted, Leslie, and Eva are written off the cliff, but they were spared to splatter. Their falls have been arrested and suspended. Ted and Eva were being shunned for a time. Ted lost his wife. Eva dealt with the public rejection and humiliation at the hands of her mammy, no less. Leslie has publicly shunned and scorned as well, and she's so lonely. Her predicament barely registered to her. So the blowhard, Beyond the Gates writers blew hard, and instead of splattering like Dr. Doug, Ted has rebounded, is rebuilding his respect and bringing Eva right along with him. Ted will likely soon be courting and sparking Shanice, while Eva will be doing the same with Isaiah. Ted and Eva are winning. Writers arrested Leslie's fall from the cliff by not allowing her to be arrested. That is true. In this episode, Kat was written off the cliff with her statement to Eva. Kat deserves the same saving grace currently enjoyed by Ted, Eva, and Leslie. Thank you, James. Thank you. Grace Darling. Grace Darling says 100%, 100%, 100% on Cat deserves the same saving grace currently enjoyed by Ted, Eva, and Leslie. And Ishanti says, hopefully she will get that. I used to like Cat because she had her eye on Eva from day one on the job. Nobody believed her. Then after the big party, she was doing too much and tampered with the evidence. She has been through too much. It has taken a toll on her. She's going too far, but not upset with Tomas. Made it seem like Tomas was perfect to Anita. I heard the actor got sick, so it may still be a chance Doug's redemption also. LOL, even Leslie misses Doug, right? She wanted Doug. She was like, why there's nobody like Dr. Doug McBride. She was mad with that white man, honey. We have James. He says, poor cat, sitting in the booth next to her siblings and hearing them strumming their pain with their fingers, singing her life with their words, and having the nerve to laugh about it at the same time. Unaliving cats softly with their catty, chatty, chatting. The look on Kat's face when Martin told Eva that he wished Kat would just shut her mouth was sudden shock. It was cringe. It was unfortunate for Kat. It was funny as hell. You know, all when you all were laughing, rascals. I was. I mean, you heard it on the video. I was like, what? Go take your you just and another thing. You know, and another he I think he tried to leave twice or three times, and he was like, and that bitch, you know what that heifer? You know, I got so else. I'm like, go take your ass out of here. You was talking so much and you left your damn scarf in there. Shit. He was talking way too much. Jasmine says, Brat Cat deserved all the smack she got. Has no business ear hustling. Well, now you know how high Heine really feels. Eva is thrown her Eva is thrown herself on an apology tour and tried to make peace with the clawed brat, but she was having she was having none of it. Maybe the tomato fiasco wouldn't have happened if the two had made it to non-snark. True. Kat doesn't blame Tomato for any of this. She doesn't. I wish she would. It's about her winning. That's all. She just want to be able to win. That's all she want to do. Jasmine also says, Cat, is that a repeat? Let me see. No, okay. Cat Brat hiding in the booth, trying to be sneaky, trying to be aloof, till she got smacked down with some hard truth. You better rhyme, girl. So how does she reply? With a nasty tongue and jive, telling her sister she wishes she was never alive. So now, who looks like the fool, a fool, who looks foul like a jealous little flea? Brat needs to go home and break Tomato's pee pee. Cause y'all know she as bad as hell. Uh, she can't wait to tell for Breezy and Grand. Uh, but wait till Papa Teddy hears what she said. Somebody gonna knock that brat. You better rhyme, girl. I don't even think. Did you know you was rhyming, Jasmine? Rhyming. Did you know you was rhyming, girl? All right, James responds. He says, ouch, sis. I hope Ted shows Kat some grace for this huge misstep. However, if he knows how Kat tried to sabotage Eva with that accreditation thing, Ted, and not only Ted, but Nicole, Martin, Smitty, Samantha, maybe Tyrell, even Chelsea might decide to put Kat in a very long and lonely timeout. I forgot about that. She sure did. That was huge. I don't even think that she gave a fuck. She just wanted Eva to look bad. But then, and like I said, then at least Chelsea had talked her into trying to go and give her a purse of peace. That's what I mean. She did have a little hope there, and then all of a sudden, it just changed. She was like, "Fuck that girl." Jasmine also says, "No, I'm sorry." Okay. Jasmine says she needs a timeout. Martin was wrong though about Kat and Samantha. Kat is the most equipped to guide the young squirrel. Ted and maybe even Miss Fabrizi are going to come down on Kat for what she said to Eva. They should. They should. I believe that they should. Jasmine says, I thought Ted knew about Kat sabotaging the accreditation. That's worse than Eva smashing her bruised fruit. Because it jeopardized his business. Um, James like, okay, Jasmine, wow, okay, maybe I was on a good he said, well, no, he was on a good high back then. but I do but I do sort of recall Ted finding out about what Kat did to Eva with the accreditation thing. I think he did find out. I thought she successfully lied out her way out of it. Kat is in trouble. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think because I remember when Eva and they were all in his office, and I think they talked about it. That's what I think I remember. We have Jasmine. She says, "I love DeAndre, not DeAndre." Kat was so out of bounds, wishing Eva was never born. In all fairness to Eva, she tried to make peace with Kat, but the brat had nothing but vitriol, except when she showed up at her place unannounced and insistent. We all know what happened next. Kat is an entitled brat who really thinks she's better than any everyone not named Dupree. Yeah, and the fact that she also talks really bad about Eva taking her place at the job. Girl, you quit. You quit. You went into the first business full time. Ted needed somebody. So what else are you supposed to do? You quit. Okay, we have Glenda Watkins, 1850. She says, "Boom, shakaloom, shuck shock, boom, shakaloom, shuck shock." That was from What's Happening with Fred. I think that rerun had went to go to this damn like what's some type of religious camp, and that was their greeting. It was so funny. Those were the days. Them shows, Good Time. My daughter cannot stand Good Time. She does not like that show. What's Happening? I used to watch Alice. I used to watch the Andy Griffith Show. Oh my God. Jeez Louise. Different Strokes, Facts of Life. Oh my God, it was so many great shows. I used to kind of sort of watch Barney Miller. I used to be afraid to watch soap. I don't know why. It was like the music. Dun 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 dun. I used to hate that show. It was just so I don't know. It just seemed like it was just dead. It was just so lifeless to me. I used to watch Benson. I used to like where he drag. Oh, he would drag them. Oh, he didn't do no sweat or nothing either. He just was just smooth, drag, and just go do his business. I just love Benson. Give Me a Break, Lord. Who else? Oh, it was so many good shows on back then. We have MB 1969 MB. Hey boo, she says on today's episode, Honey Cat is going to rip Eva a new one. I can't wait. Thanks for the review as always, Auntie the best. Thank you, boo. Thank you. Carolyn McWilson says Eva doesn't ever take accountability for anything, and Eva knows she be wrong. Jasmine says Eva was on a begging tour after that party fiasco. Kat landed the first gut punch when she told Eva she was dead to her. Kat needs to tell Gran, this is Jasmine, she tell Gran all the vicious things she said to Kat. She said to Eva. The brat can dish it, but she can't take it. Grow up and buy some pants and a tote bag. Oh, Kelly underscore S. She says, I understand Kat's disdain for Eva, but she should have also been mad with Tomas too, in my opinion. That is so true, Kelly. I agree. I just don't think that she's been on Tomas enough. It's about her winning. I cannot forget that. She just wanted to win him away from Eva. Like she's not feeling this thing with Ted. She wants to win. She don't want Eva to have what she has. We have C. Brinson. Hey, C says Eva has never apologized to Kat, not once. She has to everybody else, but Kat and she is fake cuz she starts it every time Kat tries to stay out of her way. And Kat and Eva is always coming in. She has no remorse about sleeping with Tomas either. And yes, Tomas is wrong as hell. But so is Eva. She had nothing but nasty things to say about Kat and throws it in her face every chance she gets. And she gets Kat is just reacting to Eva's nasty ass. She is just like her mother, and Ted is stupid because he don't see it. He only sees Kat being nasty, not Eva. Yep. And NM 985, and she says, nope. Eva never ever does. Yeah, I don't remember her ever apologizing to Kat. Y'all gonna have to remind me. We got Carolyn McWilson. She said was what's happening when we said the shuck shuck. That was Fred Berry, honey. The R.I.P. Miss Carolyn McWilson. She also says Martin could be jealous of his sister. Wow. I believe the story Smitty is working on is directly related to the Leslie and Allen deletion. You think so? And it is going to come out, and the Peaches illness is going to work. It's going to rock Leslie to the core, and that's where it's going to start. And all of a sudden, Peaches will miraculously be healed, and that's when the truth will come out. Yeah, Leslie is trying to make a bargain with anyone who will listen, but she is burning bridges with everyone. Yeah, I agree. All of that is true. Jasmine says Martin most likely passively aggressively resents that miracle baby cat was dotted on. Was doted on. Her kitten heels, her kitten heels were not allowed to touch the ground. With Fabrizi as a mother and a guilt whipped wimp of a father, I can see it. Is it any wonder that Kat thinks she's better than Eva or Shanice? Let's not forget that she tried to throw it at Shanice too. That's true. Addicted to Love, she gave me the explanation for the Blue Vein Society. It was a colorist and classist idea within the Black High Society. The idea suggested that the lighter the skin equaled the higher societal standing. So if you were light, bright, and damn near white, your veins should show. Ain't that something? I'm sure some of y'all ain't never heard of that. Look it up, the Blue Vein Society. There's a video. I think her name is I can't think of her name, but she did a really great video. Man, I can't think of her name. But if you look up the Blue Vein Society, she does a voiceover commentary about the history of the Blue Vein Society, and I never heard of it until I saw her video. T T something. I can't remember, but you look her up, you'll see her. Kelly underscore S says Cat should have come over while Martin was sitting there, right? Like, and y'all was saying, finish what the fuck y'all was saying, right? Sit right there between them. And what? Huh? And shit. I mean, where was the rah rah while Martin was there? I don't understand. I agree, Kelly. I agree. I agree, girl. Um, MB 1969 MB says he doubled back. Stay tuned. She's going to rip them both a new one. She as she did. She did to Eva, but she didn't really say much to Martin about it. Jasmine says truth. The fact that she ignored Martin's invite, then slithered into the booth and ear hustle was ratchet. But Hi Heine got some smoke for that brat. He is so mad at her for talking sex, and then nosy ass Samantha was listening. Jasmine also says it would have been two against one. Nah, she wanted to go. She wanted and got an excuse to blast Eva, who is giving as good as she can get it. Right. Kelly said, "Good morning." Andre's vow to Danny was beautiful. I'm with you. Let's enjoy their love while we can. Yeah, I don't want nothing to happen between them, but as soon as something happens to Bill, Danny's gonna get to running, honey. We got Addicted to Love. She says, "Good morning, Auntie." I said, "Good morning." We have Shay Babe, 1991. Shay Babe says, "Man, Andre almost made me cry. It was too much, honey. And Martin is a whole asshole. And I hope Kat says, fuck them both." Right. Right, girl. We got Coffee and Sweet Libras. Hey, Coffee and Sweet Libras. She says, "I made it early enough to be the first comment. Yay!" Watching you as I prepare my kiddos' breakfast, and you were keeping me entertained. I love your recaps. Keep doing what you do. Oh, and I also hate the combo between Martin and Kat. Martin was dead wrong throwing Kat under the bus like that. I would have been pissed like out if I was Kat. Right, me too, girl. Me too. And that is the end of all of the comments from episode number 175. That's when Martin had came back to the table, honey, and said, "I forgot my scarf. Nigga, you should have left when you had a chance. God dog it." Shit. Ooh, let me take a little quick water break and I'll be back to go over episode number 176. BRB. All right, I am back. I had to wet my whistle, baby. Y'all know that's how I got to wet my whistle. Hey, hey, hey. Y'all remember that, honey? All right, we are back. My mouth was getting dry, honey. I got me this Arnold Palmer tea that I got from the place that I got all my sides from. It's so good, honey. It's like an Arnold Palmer. And I try to, oh, I forgot to tell y'all. The last time I talked to y'all on video, I was waiting for my doctor. So she finally showed up. And so got my new weight. And I was like, okay, I'm up 200. You know what I'm saying? I'm on 200. That lady said 193. I said, what? And when you have on clothes, everything is heavier. So I'm probably about 190. I was like, and ever like I said, when people see me, they say, you are melting. And I'm like, yeah, I was like, what? The nurse was like, you're clearly surprised. I was like, yes. I was expecting like, I had been lingering around 220s for the longest. And I would get right at, lose that 15 pounds. And I'm not a scale girl. I'm not no scale girl. So I was like very, very pleased. I was like 193. So she didn't have me waiting that long when I went to the hospital. The doctor, she didn't have me waiting long. They took blood. All my blood levels are green. Sometimes they be peeking over there in the red sometime, but all of them are green. So I'm really thankful. I'm really, really grateful. Now I got to go to the gym and get me a high booty Martin booty, so I won't lose that. So I told my boyfriend, like, look, after the holiday, we're gonna take guys to the gym because I like to do the treadmill. Um, and then I wanted to start doing some weight so I can lift this booty up, so I can have it up there, sitting up. Shit, just because I'm old don't mean everything got to fall. I wanted to be lifted up where it belongs. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to do, honey. So I was shocked. I was absolutely shocked because, like I said, the picture that I took in all black, that was a month ago, and the one that I took with the snake print dress, that was a week ago. So within a month, I do see the difference. I do see a huge difference between both outfits as far as the pictures. But when you in your body, honey, you don't see all that. I don't be. I just see the apron. I have an apron. I have a belly. Women, y'all know what an apron is. That nurse was cracking up at me when I told her about my apron because she had one too. She said, "You said what?" My apron. I said, "You open that belly if you lift it up and then you put it back down. You know, it's your apron." She cracked up at me. So, ladies, y'all know, it's the apron, honey. So that's what I see is the apron, honey. Although my baby love the apron, I don't sleep on this apron. But I was like, man, so I'm really happy, and I'm not sick, because I don't want to be sick. I don't want to be sick to lose weight. Like I told you, when my mom passed, as she was lost so much weight. She was like, girl, every time I sit down, I feel bone, like her, the muscles and stuff in her gluteus maximus it left. So when she sat down, she didn't have no cushion there. She had to sit on a pillow. That's how much weight she lost. She said, I wanted to be small, but I didn't want to be this small. So I'm happy that I'm able to lose weight and it be the way that's monitored by my doctor and stuff. And I needed help in doing that. But I don't want to be sick, in doing it. So I will definitely maintain it and as long as I can, and as long as God gives me breath in my body, I'm gonna keep this. If I can get down, my goal has always been the 150s. That's how small I was when I was in high school. But I'm like, I'm a grown woman now. I ain't no high school shit. I'm grown. I we'll see. But I'm not. It's not tripping. But I just wanted to give y'all that update. I really thought I was gonna be at 200, but that lady was like 193, bitch. I was like, what? Okay. That means I'm not in no XL no more. I'm in a large, maybe a medium, So I'm really proud. I'm really happy about this. And for those of you who don't know, I am on the shot Manjaro because I was diagnosed with diabetes. So I was able to reverse all of that. My numbers last time, not this week, but a couple of months ago, it was at 5.7. That was my numbers as far as sugar numbers or whatever you want to call it, A1C, and a year ago was at 7. I was pushing 10, really. So we wanted to reverse it. I said, hell no, I need to be here for my kids and grandkids and shit. So we ain't doing that. No. So yeah, so let me go ahead and get started on once. I said I wasn't gonna talk, but shit, ain't got nothing to do. But enjoy, y'all. All right, so we're gonna start on 176. That's when we got the face of Haley looking all concerned. That bitch, she just want Isaiah so bad. She just want to just rip his clothes off and just climb him. But damn, she make thirsty look like that's the picture of her. You looking for the word thirsty? That's her. Look that up in the dictionary. You'll see her picture. We have Dee Dee Taylor. Hey Dee Dee. Dee Dee says, when will we find out the amount of money that Leslie received from Anita? When Naomi put together the cupcake and the tea will click. I hope so. I hope so. And I hope that also that when she bit that cupcake that it gave her a false pregnancy. I think some pregnancy test. I hope so, girl. I hope so. From your lips to God's fingertip, I hope so, honey. And another thing, I keep teetering like between 1389 and 1391 as far as my subscribers. And I keep having people unsubscribe, and I don't think it's the people that are unsubscribing. I think that I've been hearing a lot of content creators saying that YouTube they've been unsubscribing people. So I don't even know if it's about, because I'm like, okay, can I at least get the 1,400 subscribers? Damn, you know. So if y'all have time, y'all don't know, I don't ask. If y'all can share this video, bring laughter to people, that'll be great. But I'm like, I want to get to at least to 2,000 subscribers, at least by my birthday, by May. You know, if before that, that'd be great. But I'm like, damn, it's like I'll get there. I got like at one, I'm sorry, 1391 for a couple of days, and then dropped down to 1390. And then today it's like at 1389. I'm like, I know I talk and I ain't really been doing no content, you know, as far as for the show, but I've been putting my personality out there. I'm like, well, damn, do you not? Shit. I don't focus on the people who leave. I focus on the people who are still in my life who stay. So I'm not worried about that. But it just gets you get a little discouraged when you feel that you're growing, and then, yeah, sometimes I don't get anal over the numbers, but I get a little, like excited if I see that my channel is growing. And then you wake up the next morning and two people gone. I'm like, damn, all the cussing and stuff that I do. Then when I get on the camera, or if I do something extra, I'm like, nah, bitch, stay off camera. We don't want to see your face. Then people drop the fuck off. But I don't think it's people unsubscribing unless they did. I mean, I might have offended one person, maybe two. But if not, I think that YouTube is unsubscribing people. Either people are they're old channels and they just no content there, so they might be doing a scrub of people's channels because I don't know who they are. Or people probably just don't want to be here. I don't know, but we're growing nonetheless. We really are. I get a lot of growth during the week. During the week, when I do the episodes during the week, I get a lot of growth. And like Blaze said, I'm going to definitely do the live so I can bring y'all on. I think it's StreamYard that people can bring people on. I mean, I got to pay for that shit, but I will once or twice a month. And so, I can bring y'all on here and I can see y'all. I'm going to tell y'all, I'm going to cry if I see y'all on the computer with me. Because, you know how Santa Claus is. Y'all hear about him and then you see him, you're like, oh my God, they real. So if I see this welder on the camera, see Sin, I see the Jameses, see Jasmine. Oh my God, I'm just going to scream. Raquel. Oh my God, I'm just going to be like, oh my God, there you are for real. Elizabeth Jen. I mean, that's only if you want to, if you wanted to come on the camera and talk with me. But it's just makes my heart, I'm gonna cry. I'm like, I have tears in my eyes right now. That if when I get on the camera and I actually see y'all, I can hear what you sound like. And then, it's good when people tell you that they love you, but when you see it and they say, girl, we love you. Girl, I be letting people listen to you. I'm like, me. So that's gonna be fun. And I'm gonna invest like in a separate um computer for that. I really will. I have a decent camera. Well, I can, of course, I can use my phone, but if I'm on StreamYard, I'd rather have it on like a really decent camera on the laptop, and so that it runs at a decent speed. So that's my goal. I'm gonna get a laptop strictly for my YouTube, so I can really, because it's like a business to me. I love it. I'm monetized, and just strictly for social media. Because on my personal laptop and my personal computer, it's like it runs slow. It might skip. It might freeze. We ain't got time to do all that shit when I want to just get on the camera and talk. You know. So, and I want to see y'all, So, and I remember Ashley says so. She did that one time. I came on camera with her, and that was so fun. Because you be nervous, and because you finally are talking to somebody, and like, my God, that's her. And it was because of her that I got my nickname of Thespian Auntie on my other channel, or I changed the name. But my moniker is Thespian Auntie. It's because of her. She's our favorite theater auntie, and she had featured me one time on one of her videos a long time ago, and I was so shocked that she did it. I can't remember which one it was, but she did it, and so I gained a lot of subscribers because of her. So yeah, to get on camera with people that you really do love, it's so cool. It is so cool. So I'm gonna be nervous, y'all. But I'm definitely gonna do that. Thanks again, Blaze. You just confirmed what I'm gonna be doing. All right, we have Elizabeth Lassiter. She says, Bill and Naomi dumb, dumb, because fake Haley can't lie for shit. She knocked the tea out of Naomi's hand and lied, saying Bill was fighting the cold. Child. And then she's celebrating him winning a settlement worth $10 million. Bill comes in the office healthy and about a settlement for $2 million. Neither Bill nor Naomi find that suspect, right? Again, how a deep dive background wasn't done on fake Haley after getting with Bill is crazy to me. Y'all got access to a PI and a detective whisper, aka Jacob. Nobody even found out Randy was her cousin. Right, but they want to do this background check on Andre. They stupid. Even Naomi, because it's Naomi's fault that child is there, but I think that they strategically she knew, they learned about the Mark who was Bill. They said the only way I can get to him, talk to his daughter, and I gotta find his weakness. So yeah, she did what she needed to do. We have Miss Welder 69. Hey Miss Welder, she says, to answer your question, I don't think that white folks sniff everything before we eat or drink it. I don't know anybody that does. I didn't think so, Miss Welder. I didn't think so. Cause I was like, we always sniff it, girl. We now on the Thanksgiving episode, June, God, Jan did sniff uh Mona's, was it collard greens or mustard greens, something like that. But she smelled it because it smelled good. We always smell things to see what it smells like to see if our taste buds are gonna like it. So we want to make sure if it smells decent. We don't care if it smells good. Will we like it? That's why we smell stuff. So yeah. Thank you, Miss Welder, for being such a trooper. I really do appreciate you, girl. I really do. I really do appreciate you. We have Jan, and I haven't thought about that artwork. Do you have any more pieces? If you do, honey, go on and send them my way so I can see what you got in your storage. Cause I want to get at least one something from you. I really do. Janice Ty, hey Janice, she says, I'm surprised that Bill doesn't have cameras in his office, right? Oh, she also says Shanice should have just tripped and fell on Leslie's stupid ass. Not trip and fail. She said, I don't think that Cat is really that mad at Eva. It's just that Cat don't can't get to Leslie. Yeah, I think so too. That's what I think I said on one of the videos. Eva is always in her space. I wouldn't want Tomas after sleeping with Eva, but Cat broke Tomas's wiener. Girl, we call it a turkey tail, okay? We call it a turkey tail. We got Blake Rogers. Hey Blake. Blake says Martin dragging Cat behind her back then trying to scold her is a big no for me. Him cackling with Eva all because he still blames Cat for his daughter being fast and ear hustling. Right. He could have validated some of Cat's feelings, especially Eva sleeping with Tomas. He doesn't have to bring one sister in order to uplift another. Keep the same big bro energy for them both. Facts, Blake, facts. Um, Pearly Cole, Miss Pearly Cole, she says, Haley is ruthless. She is talking to Naomi while poisoning her dad's tea. You can't get any meaner than that. Yep, ain't she? She's a trip. She is a trip. Ms. Welder says, Leslie didn't say she was going to get Peaches pancakes. She said she was going to get her pain medicine. Girl, it sounds like damn pancakes to me. It sounds like damn pancakes to me. I was like, what you trying to shove pancakes at that lady? So when she goes, oh, thank you, Miss Welder. We have S. Parker. She says, so I was piling on Leslie and she didn't deserve it this time. I mean, the pancakes were ridiculous. I thought that's what she said. I thought she did say pancakes. Oh, I might have to listen to that again. I ain't listening to it, but I might, girl, but I ain't gonna listen. Miss Welder, she says, I can't, honey. I can't help but think that something's gonna happen to Andre. I know. And Danny, when Bill gets sick because Andre, they're saying they love each other and nothing's gonna get in between them. Too many times, right? And you've been watching soap operas long enough, Miss Welder. You know that's a dog whistle, girl. You know that's a dog whistle, honey. We have Miss Glenda Watkins, 1850, she says, I felt so sad for Kat and mad at her at the same time, if that makes sense. Yes, it does. I hope her words don't come back to bite her. In my opinion, I think Eva was a loss for words after Kat stated that Eva shouldn't have been born. Yeah, Eva didn't have nothing to say. All that smoke that she had at the guest house, When Kat sat there in her front of her face and told her, "I wish you were never born." So, oh, you think that your Uncle Bill, your Uncle Bill should have did nothing? No, I wish that your fucking mother would have did that shit. Like, damn. Whew, girl. Kelly underscore S says, "Girl, Leslie is just a horrible person. She is. She, like I said, the actress is dope. I just don't like the character no more. I used to love her. I just don't like her." Jasmine says, "Okay, Leslie is officially dead to me, right? Yeah, I'm just over her." Grace Darling 3331. Hey Grace, she says, "I don't know about Kat having the habit of coming by without calling any more than the rest of the characters. But this time her grandmother hurried out of the door to Martin, and it wasn't as if Martin hadn't texted her to come, and she did not decline." True, true, true. But she still got a bad habit of doing that. But she does like to show up. Because he was like, "Well, why you didn't tell me?" She said, "I just thought I would just show the fuck up. We have Tayson. Hey Tayson. Tayson 215 says, "The way the writers favor Leslie, they will probably get her have her get over on my girl Shanice. They better fucking not, girl. They better not. I'm gonna be so mad if they did that shit. Now I'll be so upset about that." Okay, we got a back and forth between Tass and 215 and James. And let's see what James says. James says, "If Joy can be swagnificent, Leslie can't be equally swagnificent." Not saying that I'm not in total agreement with you, Tayson. It's just the way the writer's pen goes. Unfortunately, Joey, Leslie, and Haley are living large and in charge. Yeah. And Tayson says, "Well, Joey is a crime boss who runs all sorts of businesses, legal and off the books. Leslie is a delusional, conniving miscreant." Y'all better say that. Miscreant. Nothing swagnificent about Joey, but Leslie is nowhere near him in any category that that word may imply. And lastly, I haven't seen an entire week of Joey all over the place. Joey is likely to be in his casino. Leslie pops up at people's homes uninvited. She's at Wolfie Jeans, damn it. She's at Uptown. She's at Garland. She's at Ted's hotel room. I just hope the writing will not let Shanice be a yet another Beyond the Gates character who goes on, who gets one on over. I hope that they don't that, because if Ted moves forward with Shanice, Leslie ain't gonna blame Ted. She gonna do her best to try to get Shanice out the way. And Shanice is like a pivotal person. I feel like Shanice will get hospitalized because of Leslie, and that will definitely get her caught. You know, because Shanice will be like, "I don't care about if Laura don't want to sue her ass. I'm gonna sue her ass." James says to Tayson, "Finally, at least one person who recognizes magnificent tag I applied to Joey is purely contemptuous. The difference between Joey and Leslie is as thin as the line between love and hate. Remove the word delusional, and we're describing same scrummy burn. Scummy burn. Scummy bum. I got on my glasses, y'all, promise. With one difference. Leslie has attempted two unalivings on the same person and failed. Joey is responsible for two actual unalivings. Joey and Leslie are both conniving miscreants. And yes, thank the BTG fates. This week has been mercifully, joyously Joey less. Shanice is not Dr. Doug McBride. The writers seem to have an agenda with the down bad Dougie, Dr. Doug. Clearly, the goal was to create a powerful, ruthlessly efficient character who stops at nothing and gets what he wants, aka Joey. Doug was weak, Elon is formidable, but the writers are still giving Joey the edge. He's going to be around for a long time, as powerful as ever. Leslie's run is coming to an end. The writers have shown Shanice every bit the equal to whatever challenge Leslie throws at her. Shanice is no Dr. Doug. Nope, she's not. Not at all. I mean, and most times, James, you be right. That's why I think you one of them writers. Because you called for Doug's downfall back in August, like late summer. I remember that. And you said he was gonna be gone by Thanksgiving, but then you moved it up to Halloween. Then you tried to change it, like, nah, he ain't gonna be good. He ain't gonna be gone. So yeah, I believe you one of them writers. Kathy 7511 says, "Hey Kathy," she says, "I agree. For some reason, they have made her the star of the show." Yeah. Um, James replies to Kathy and says, "Kathy, rascals, let's be real about this show. Leslie is far from being made the star of the show. If anything, the writers might have been led to believe from early reactions to Leslie's antics that she had become the comedy relief of the show, and fans couldn't get enough of her. Right. The star of the show is John Lidstrom, who is Joey. Aside from Greg Vaughn, John Lidstrom's participation in Beyond the Gates was ballyhooed. I never heard of that. The showrunner said the show was very lucky to have a talent like his on their show. Okay. Leslie has overmatched sweet Laura. Okay. When Nicole confronted Leslie at Orphe Jean's, Leslie chewed up Nicole, didn't she? Leslie was outwitted. Leslie has outwitted Detective Jacob and his clever cousin Kat, as Anne is in the process of slowly seducing Ted back into her web. But stop, Shanice time. Say it with me. Shanice is not the one or the two. Right. That's what she said, didn't she? Shanice is Leslie's Waterloo. The French Imperial Napoleon can tell Leslie what's that like. Meanwhile, Joey crumpled up Dr. Doug and tossed him away like trash. Joey has leverage over everyone, from Senator Dupree to probably George, the Fairmont Crest security man. Forgot that's his name. Pretty soon, Vanasty is going to have dirt on all the ladies of Fairmont Crest, thanks to Diego's pogo stick. Oh man, not Diego's pogo stick. Some fans want Leslie off the show, but want Joey to be Isaiah's biological father. Who's the star of this show again? Wow. We have MB 1969 MB. Hey girl, she says, have a great date night, Auntie Shar. You deserve to be wined and dined. Thank you, my love. I did. You all saw the video. I had a good time with seeing Ruben. We have Peace Angel. She says Leslie's behavior and around Peaches doesn't look like the caring or a person who is worried. It's performative, providing excuses for her to act like a fool, which is really all she wants to do. She wasn't listening to Peaches at all, wasn't really trying to help. The actions are all about her, not Peaches or anybody else. Ted might be a sucker, but Shanice is not. Let the lunatic keep running up to that nursing station with all that smoke. She's bound to get that work, Shanice. Hopefully, not on that job. I'm here for the royal ass beating she deserves. Haley, your little tea spiking days are numbered. I agree, honey. I agree. We have Cynthia Judkins. She says, I just put up a small 4 foot tree. Oh, did you? Do a little bit of decorating. Now, I don't most I don't do most of the cooking, and my kids and grands come over and we play lots of games. But my mom thought she was Mrs. Claus because she loved Christmas, her favorite holiday. Oh, how sweet. I need to go get these big dolls over from CVS. I'm hoping that if I go over there on Black Friday, which is today, y'all are watching the video. I'm hoping that they have some type of deals, or I might have to go on my CVS app and see if I got any coupons I can apply to it. Cause them damn dolls is expensive, but they're so cute, and I want them both. I want the Santa and the Mrs. and they'll go with my little purple Christmas tree. I'll take a picture of it once I get them together. I need like a star to put on top. Cause I ain't putting all them bells and whistles and stuff. It's already a pre-lit tree and it's cute. But thank you, Sin. Sin also says, Auntie, we only have 4 episodes next week, Monday, next Monday, and that was this week, you know. Yeah, Monday through Thursday. Crystal said, you sure it's 4? I thought they usually preempt Thanksgiving Day and Black Friday for sports. I hope you're right, because we've been shortchanged through the year. They was big time. Cynthia's like, yes, I'm sure they have a football game scheduled for Friday. Yeah. So I think Pink and Green Cats probably AKA. You think she's AKA? Denise Miller, 8619. My daughter's an AKA. So you think so? Okay. I wonder is she? I wonder if she's AKA. But it could be Wicked too, honey, because you know it came out on the same day that they had showed that episode. Okay, we have She says Cynthia Juckins. She says, "Man, I was hoping either Tomas or Caroline would catch Haley with them drops when she was in the halfway in the hallway. Me too. Me too. Okay, Jasmine Williams. She says the Kurt Geiger has an eagle on it. Okay, thank you, Jazz. Thank you, sis. Because I knew that the head looked like something, and I'm gonna be like stalking his website tomorrow. Because I want a blinged out one. I don't want no plain. I don't want no leather one like how what's the name. I want it to be like the little rainbow one. I want some bling on my Kurt Geiger bag. I want that. So thank you, Jazzy. Cynthia Junkins, she says that God darn Bill is still having a fit. That Danny has moved on and not pining over his ass. I knew that once she got into somebody else, that he was gonna have a be jealous and shit. Leslie keeps and Cynthia also says Leslie keeps asking for Peaches to get more morphine, and that can have the opposite effect. This I know from personal experience of a family member. Wow. Well, maybe that's why they went on to get her on that trial. Wow, that's deep, girl. Cynthia also says Leslie takes several seats because Shanice ain't playing with your ass. No. Good morning, Charlotte. Cynthia says, and Rascal's having a good Friday so far up and went for a walk. Yay. Hey, Layla. She's like, I did. I said, I hope you had a good walk, sis. She says, I did. She couldn't hang this morning. Wanted to stop and rest before we got back home. Because you be running, Layla. Poor Layla. Poor Layla. Poor Layla. Jasmine Williams says, Auntie is stickily dead on accurate in your voice of mosquito. Thank you, boo. Thank you. Jasmine also says maybe the weight if that hall runner is straining her vocal cords, and that's why she sounds like a reject munchkin from the Wizard of Oz. She already looks like a ventriloquist dummy sitting on that beanstalk's lap. James says Cat needs an intervention with June. Really? If they haven't met, it's time that they did. Really? Why do you think that they Cat needs an intervention with June? Oh, regarding the Samantha conversation. Okay. Um. Uh. Jasmine says, "I love you." Was Nat King Cole? Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I think I sang a song, so thank you. I love you. I love you. Oh, I love you. 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 Yes. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Jazz. She also says, I'm so sick of Brad blaming Eva instead of the real culprit, Tomato, with the refurbished turkey tail. Kitty Cat needs an ass whooping, Jasmine says. Shy style. Come on, Eva, girl. You ain't Leslie Spawn. Jasmine also says, "Hey, Auntie and Rascals, thank God it's Friday. Bring on Shed and the Clown Beatdown." Yes, girl. I can't wait for that. I can't wait for the chemistry they're gonna have in that elevator next week. We'll see. Uh, Jasmine also says, "Does Ted know now he's Leslie's man?" Right. She tell everybody that that's her man, and he don't know. Shanice, you need to tell Teddy that he needs to keep his witch on a leash before she meets the real Shanice. Okay, you better be, girl. You've been rhyming lately, girl. She better watch her back though, because that demon might try to run Shanice off the road. Right. Oh my, what would a dumb enabling Eva do then if another person is nearly underlined by her wig mirroring Mammy? But I'm looking forward to Shanice giving it to that clown. Oh yeah, she's definitely got the right one, baby. The right one. Jasmine says, I love the chat between Chelsea and Kat. She gave her venomous cuz good mature advice, but but Chelsea and Martin are right too. Kat has lived a stratospheric pedestal, has lived on a stratospheric pedestal her whole entire life as the Richardson miracle baby that saved their marriage. Kat can't concede a silver sliver of affection from their father or brother towards the daughter slash sister they never knew existed. Kat's Vernon will be ruined. Tomato is already out the door at this point. He is just revenge turkey tail, not revenge turkey tail. We got Jamie Gibbons. Hey, Jamie. She says, hello, listening to the replay. Happy Friday. That was a week ago. Thank you, girl. And so Denise Miller says, why is Tomas still her boyfriend? He's a big part of the problem. Kat doesn't really want him like that, like that. She does. She just doesn't want Eva to have him. Right. That's what I've been saying. They should just learn to exist amongst each other. The venom they spew at each other is beyond toxic. You are so right, my love. You're so right. All right, we're gonna go skedaddle over to episode number 177 with Tyrell and Samantha on the front. And I just completed Reasonable Doubt was so good, and I knew that you guys were saying that the actor who plays Tyrell was on there, but I was waiting for him. I'm like, where the fuck is he? Everybody keeps saying he's on it. Where? So I finally saw him, and he's so good. Even he didn't have a lot of words, but his non-speaking actions were perfection. Like his eyes matched the grown Ozzy's eyes, and I was like, damn, you good boy? That boy doing this. He of course Beyond the Gates, and he's doing Divorce Sister. That boy making some money. He did a interview. I'm gonna have to find that interview. Because I told you that my son goes to the same my son goes to the same college. Or either went or they still I know my son is still there, but I don't know if the actor if he's still there. And they go to the same college. So I'm gonna have to see if I can find that article and share it on here. And he talks about how it feels to be working on Beyond the Gates and being in college and stuff. So that's good. So I'm gonna wet my whistle one more time real quick and I will be right back. All right, we're at episode number 177, and the first comment reads as follows. Miss Linda Wilson, she had like about 3 or 4 comments. So she says the first one, she says, is Beyond the Gates coming on during the holiday? We're already in the holiday, so no, girl. uh, Linda also says the Gap Band, honey, you dropped the bomb on me, hey, baby, hey, you dropped the bomb on me. Yes, thank you, Linda. She also says Leslie needs a slap every day. She knows she's untouchable. And with the money, she really thinks that she is untouchable. Girl, and that money is dwindling. Because Anita stopped pouring into it. So, oh, don't worry about that. All the money that you gave me for your past. Whatever. You spend it like there's no tomorrow, bitch. It's coming to an end. I promise you that. I promise you. James, he says, Laura needs to become a bigger part on the show. Isn't she gorgeous? She's easy on the eyes, pure of mind and heart, and a palate cleanser for viewers of the show needing to wash the taste of Leslie, Ted, Joey, Vanessa, Vernon, the cheating octogenarian, and the rest of the near do wells out of our minds. Give Laura and Caroline love interest. They deserve it. Isn't she beautiful? Laura is a beautiful chocolate girl. Oh my God, she's gorgeous. And Caroline is gorgeous too. She's gorgeous too. Um, James says yesterday Shador Sanders started the Cleveland Browns on Sunday. I saw that. How did he? Well, I don't think he did well, but he was so happy because they had a really big to do about him being drafted. Right? He thought he was going to be part of the top drafts, and then some guy called him pretending to be the coach from or recruiters from one of the other teams as a joke, and they wound up getting suspended. Like people just be they don't got much to do, honey. James also said, yeah, he says, and beat the Raiders. Oh, 24-10. Okay, and I'm happy. Good. Good for Shador. And clap along with me if you feel like the room without a if you and I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. And I'm clap along if you feel that happiness is the truth. I should be singing his song because he said some problematic shit this week, huh? Clap along if you know that happiness is the truth. The truth is the Raiders suck. I still love them though. Hell yeah, I'm happy. Clap along with me and happiness is to you. My loved ones, my little sis, my rascals is so happiness to me. So I'm happy. Clap along if you feel that that's that's what you want to do. I had collard greens, yams, and a bottle of beer for breakfast. Damn, man. Damn, big bro. I'm going to clap because that's what I'm going to do until my bowels tell me what I want to do. That's what I'm finna say. Your damn bowels gonna be doing a drum solo. Shit, literally. Woo! James also says the Ozzy brothers once sang "The Heat Is On." Rascals, for most of us in certain areas of the country, fall is in full effect. We're singing "The Heat Is Almost Gone." It's as if the months just flew by, and as for me, one reason is for this because I found this amazing channel hosted by the most singularly talented young lady today, doing it today, our sister Auntie Shar. An old man hopped on the backs of you rascals, and you let your mighty wings carry a drunk ass, my drunk ass through some of the most entertaining, enjoyable days of my recent irresponsible retired existence. I'm grateful and thankful. You can have me crying on this damn camera, James. I'm thankful for every one of you. May I share with you that my favorite nickname for for beyond the gates characters, hi honey, you rascals know you ain't right, but you are funny as fuck. My predictions: Kat and Eva reconcile, Danny and Bill reunite. The Dupree family has to deal with the reality that they are now owned by Joey. Greg Vaughn and Nicole are kicking it. No, I think they bringing on Greg for Leslie. I think that's what I heard. Now I could be wrong. I could be hella wrong. Ashley is Joey's daughter. I hope she is. I hope so. Ted and Shanice zoom to the moon, and Carlton and June will be love story. That oh, Carlton is not on June's level. I mean, June is not on Carlton's level. Mm-mm. He wants Nicole. That's who he wants. But I thank you, James. James also said, "I love that party train video by the Gap Band. It was the world got together for a booty shaking dance summit. Don't miss that train, hey! Don't miss that party train, hey! Boom, 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 hey! Yeah, I'm gonna have to cut that shit up. Boom, 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 hey!" Teach Jazz says, "Gap Band, you dropped the bomb on me" was the song they played that during an exercise class I used to take. Did they, girl? And here go Jasmine. She said, "Justice for Laura." We at least somebody got to say it, honey. And every time Laura shows her beautiful face on the screen. We got to say justice for Laura. Got to. Cease Jazz also says Martin will probably have a very rough campaign, which will cause him to go back on the promises he made to Smitty and about his family. I think you're right, honey. I think you're right, honey bunny. I really feel that you're right. James says Rascals. I think Greg Vaughn will debut as Martin's opponent. Oh, and he's going to give Martin fits. Tall, attractive, and political progressive, having Martin's ideas and ideals, but a more streamlined method of implementing them will make Vaughn appealing to Martin's constituents despite his being a white man. Ooh. I think Vaughn will lose a razor thin race to Martin because Swagalicious Joey will want his pawn, Martin, to remain in power. Vaughn will lose the political race, but his consolation prize will be his love affair with Martin's mother, the exquisite Nicole. That is interesting. I like that angle. That's why I said I love reading these out loud because I don't, if y'all said all this juicy stuff on everybody else's channel, they wouldn't pay attention to this shit. But y'all be dropping some gems. Mm. House of Sir James. Hey boo, hey boo, what's going on? He says, Auntie, excuse me, y'all. Auntie, I wish the Duprees would encourage Leslie to spend her money. She's not keeping track, and before they know it, she'll be broke and bankrupt. She will, and they could also have the builders of the shouts add things that are not needed, driving up the cost. They could have the builders find loopholes to delay the construction. There are all sorts of ways that they can make her go bankrupt. I know, and that they're stretching it out. The fact that she had to pay them extra money, um, so they can do it daytime. That means she's definitely not keeping track of her money. Writing these big ass checks for Peaches' hospital stay, and them trials ain't cheap for trial and hospital, all of that, and then always at the country club and stuff. And have they even started the sports complex yet? So like somebody said, she's so jealous of the Duprees, but she wants to be them. So we have Cleo Griffith 9921 says, I went through Hugo also. I was living in St. Thomas. Oh, okay. Hugo was a mess. That was my first time ever going through a damn hurricane because I was from DC. That was my first year coming down. And when I would look out my dorm room, them trees was bending like rubber bands. I was like, what in the world? They told us, get y'all asses away from that window. It was crazy. In our campus, we were without power for like about a couple of weeks. So we had to live off bologna sandwiches and stuff. So yeah, Hugo was a mess. We have NM985 says, I love lavender and tea. Really? Lemonade and everything. It's delicious with chamomile. Okay. I'm gonna definitely have to try that NM because I had no idea. I had no idea that you could drink lavender. Because I put it, I have it in shea butter, like I said, rub it on my feet and everything. NM also says, the Gap Band. Hey, yeah, I love me some Gap Band. Love me some Charlie Wilson. Hopefully, I get a chance to see him next year. But I'm happy. I'm gonna see New Edition, so I'm cool. C. Brenton says Gap Band, that song led by the incomparable Charlie Wilson. That's right, honey. That's right. We got S. Parker 7768 says the scene between Anita and Eva pissed me off. Once again, Eva proves she knows her mother's every move, yet Eva continues to make decisions to further compromise dumbass Ted and Kat. This girl has several faces just like her mammy. I'm seriously ready to say goodbye to Beyond the Gates if I don't see even Leslie gets what's coming to them by the end of this season. It's giving no accountability. Like what's happening in this country right now. I don't need this in my spare time too. I don't blame you, S. Parker. I really don't. I will give them a little break, just a little break, just a little break, because it's their first year and it's fake. You know, it ain't real, and I enjoy the show, and it takes me away from. That's why I created this, so I can cuss and get my little commentary and keep it moving. So I'm gonna stick it out. I'm definitely gonna stick it out because it's only the first season. And everybody has it rough. I think they was just throwing everything that they could because they probably didn't know if they were going to be picked up for a second season or not. So they had some changes in writers. I think they have different writers for season the second year, season two, because I think they talked about a couple of the writers left, or they had to rotate and stuff like that. So I can't wait for season two. I'm gonna hang in there. I really, really am. I'd rather look at this shit than me going on Zeus Network and seeing all these everybody fighting and shit. I'd rather watch Anita grace the screen with her beautiful outfits, and and see all of the different styles and stuff. I love it. I love it. And I think that eventually Leslie will get her just due. But I don't blame you. I get it. I definitely get it. James says, I see and understand your comment, S. Parker, and the comment by my brother Blaze. The writing for this show is tedious. When my sis says Jazz says she might consider taking a break, we know this shit is getting serious. The Black history lessons and topical Black issues the writer's writing gives us shows commitment to the mission of Beyond the Gates as a Black oriented soap opera, but I have to think it flies over the heads of some of our white, Latino, Asian viewers, and even some of our brothers and sisters viewing the show. Shar once again shows her excellence by expounding on the significance on the call outs of the Black leaders and events affecting Black communities. So if we didn't get it before, we sure did get it now. Those of us who aren't rascals probably missed it entirely. I stepped away. I would have stepped away for a while longer had my Raiders not been so pathetic. It seems Eva has been forgiven for everyone except Cat. By everyone except Cat. Leslie is coming for a big fall, which will leave Eva greatly saddened, but very rich with Isaiah on her arm and possibly a chance for a healthy relationship with Cat. I'm going to hang in a little bit longer because I want to see Joe and Vanasty hang. That's a part of it. But this is a black soap opera. The showrunner is kind of blowing it right now. I'm willing to give her through season two. Yeah, me too. Me too. Like I said, I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna give it. And I know that we've built a community here, and which is another reason why I said I'm gonna have other stuff. And I'm doing Divorce Sisters whenever that comes back. Have more than one. But I do like this show. I really do like this show, and I'm always looking. I'm a fan, but y'all know I be looking. I'm looking with the actor's eye. That's how I'm looking. I'm looking at continuity. I'm looking at people knocking over tables and still doing their damn lines. I'm looking at things shaking. I'm listening for the microphone sounds. I mean, I'm looking at it in a more creative way, and that's why I'm able to pick up on things that you might not see, but I see it, and that's my angle. I look at it outside of the storyline. Because again, I tell y'all how much I love Trisha Mann Grant. I mean, I ate her up when I first saw her. I said, "Oh my God, who is this woman? I love her," you know, and I still love her. And she's really making her character, people hate her, and that's what she's doing her fucking job. And I can't blame her. Um, but at the same time. I just need for the scripts to follow through, and I think that they do have a brand new set of script writers, showrunners. They seem to be excited about everything, and they doing what they can do, and it's black people who are my age working in their 50s and shit, working. So y'all know I already knew the goal of mine was to try to be on the show. So yeah, it's still a goal of mine. I'm still gonna hang in there for it, and I'm having fun doing this. And I'm meeting people that I've never known before. It'll be a year since I've done this show, coming up in February. So a lot of you all, if I wouldn't have been doing this, we wouldn't have known each other. But I do understand if you feel like you're going through a lot of stuff personally, you step back, baby, please. I told y'all I hit the wall the other day, not literally but figuratively. I had to step back because I was doing so much shit, you know. So yeah, baby, I will miss you. You can peek in, listen to me cuss a little bit, and then come back out. But yeah, I will miss you though. But I can totally understand. House of Sir James, my baby, he says, I think you guys are forgetting that this is just a damn soap opera. I knew he was gonna say that, either him or some stories are tedious, slow, and boring. If all storylines were resolved in 2 weeks, we wouldn't have a show. I agree with you, James, when you say some things might be over over some viewers' heads. You guys have to remember that this show is a collaboration with CBS and the NAACP. This show was billed as something new and innovative for daytime television. If you notice, this show references real people, places, history. Soaps never do that. Everything is fictional. You guys can't have it both ways. When shit begins to get outlandish like spaceships and witchcraft, you guys won't like that. You guys won't like that either. I agree. We need more action, but the soap is not even a year old yet. Just sit y'all asses down right now and enjoy the work of this amazing cast. I know we're all tired of Leslie, but she is the villain of the show. It's important that her character affects everyone on the show. That's how villains are all on all shows, like Victor Newman, Sheila Carter, etc. aren't on screen. Their presence still looms large. We just need to let this play out. Just like Miss Val Jean has said to all y'all earlier this year, she ain't new to this. She knows what she's doing. Yes, you better say that. You better say that. You better say that. Let me write that down. All right, Big James, our resident gentleman, he says our rascal Sir James arrives on time with his usual level-headed perspective. Sir James and Mr. Michael keeps us grounded. Right, exactly. Both of them. Yeah, all of you guys do. Some of us need to be talked back from the ledge, and I put myself at the front of that line of those ready to jump ship. If I'm not mistaken, Sir James, Michelle Van Jean also said that she and her team know that they are going, and some of us might not like where they're going. Oh, she is oh so right about that. I won't ever forgive this show for the down bad Dr. Dougie storyline. I take comfort in knowing that I'm not alone, as there have been other fans indicating their disgust for the course this story continues to follow and for the characters Joey and Vanessa. There is a throng of the I Love Leslie viewers. We've all been around for enough moons to have heard the saying cheaters never prosper. Here's Leslie's cheating all over the place and prospering to beat the band. I've seen soap opera villains rewritten so that the crimes are virtually forgotten. They befriend their victims and become pillars of society. Luke Spencer, Rascals, right? I'm sure Beyond the Gates viewers don't want this outcome for Joey and Leslie. Right, I remember that. Yeah, they've had a lot. The Cassadines, I mean, Lord, Dorian Lord, kind of, sort of. These are the people that I can remember on the ABC stories. Lord, whew. I've heard of Victor Newman. I mean, she's playing a victim. I mean, a villain. And the other girl, Luna, is that her name on Bold and the Beautiful? That bitch. I don't watch it, but it comes right on before Beyond the Gates. I'm like, who is this crazy heifer? And is she dead now? I think somebody said Luna's death. I don't know. She's crazy. So she's getting, she's working, honey. She's an actress. She's doing exactly what the fuck she's supposed to do. So I can't be mad at Trisha. I can't be mad at her, but We just gonna have to watch and see. Watch and see, baby. Watch and see. We have Blaze. He says the writing for this show is horrible. I might be tapping out soon. Oh, I feel you. I feel you. You be hearing what I be saying on the damn about the script. You be hearing me, Blaze. Um, James says, what gives me a sliver of hope for this show is when Eva shared with Isaiah that whenever Leslie would be acting crazy, Eva would talk to her imaginary sister to make her feel better. Eva was aware of her fraternal twin bond. Oh, she just didn't know that at the time she had a fraternal twin. Kat was the only, not only her daddy's little girl, but she also was a miracle baby. The goddess Nicole and her cheating husband, nasty ass Ted, have been so fervently praying for. The overwhelming and constant adoration bestowed upon Kat had helped to make her into the spoiled princess she is today, obscuring her awareness of the fraternal twin bond she shared with Eva. Kat's dormant bond with Eva activated when the two came into contact and engaged in the cat and mouse game that would see Eva helping to end marriage of Ted and Nicole. But older brother Martin has already sensed this bond between his sisters. He told Kat, who told Eva that Martin thinks that she and Eva share a subliminal connection. Eva thought that was cool. Kat was cool to the whole idea. I'm hoping that by this time, 2026, Eva and Kat are loving sisters and thick as thieves. And I remember on was it Tuesday's episode? Yeah, Tuesday's episode of when Anita had told um Nicole, like, honey, it must be really hard for all of this stuff that Kat has gone through this year. Finding out you having a sister who's the same age as you. And I was like, I remember that. I don't know if I said it, but I remember her saying that. And I'm like, y'all be saying the obvious. I'm like, they're the same age. And Leslie always does she celebrate? Yeah, she celebrates Eva's birthday a day before Kat. I think it's either a day or 2 days. It's either a day or 2 days, and that's strange too. But she says she told Eva that she doesn't. Eva never celebrates her birthday on the day. She wants her to celebrate it a day or two before. So has Eva never figured out that me and Kat have the same birthday? It's like, come on, y'all, put it together. Come on, y'all missing all the context clues. Okay, thank you, James. We have Shay Babe. She says Carlton acting so annoying. You walk in talking about I understand, I'm backing off, then acting like you not friends to ask about friendship to say I want to be your on your arm at the Winterfest as your friend. He's so dang thirsty, he is. That man was never Ted's friend. Heck, if he knew when Ted had an affair, he would snitch on Ted in a heartbeat. He sure would have. He would have definitely brought that deep ass voice in there and said that. Okay, now we have Melrose. Hey, Melrose. Hey, my love. Says, you are correct, baby. Thank you. Cheryl Lee Ralph played Barbara in A Piece of the Action. That is a movie. She cursed that teacher out. Thank you. The students attended Banneker. Oh, Benjamin. Oh, Community Improvement Center. I thought of this movie when Beyond the Gates made Banneker a fictional Thank you, Melrose. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And she plays Barb. Oh my God. Let me go back to and she also plays Barbara on Abbott Elementary. So let me go ahead and thank Melrose for that. Thank you, Melrose, for confirmation, boo. We have Blake. Blake said Blake Rogers says, not Leslie calling Laura Lolo. Lolo. I told you she'd be making up people's names. She give everybody a fucking nickname. She said, this chick has a nickname for everybody. I wonder if Trisha Mann comes up with those nicknames herself. She does. I hate the way her character is tormenting Laura. Yeah, she does. It's never in the script. She says she gave uh Nicole Nikki and to anybody has a nickname she made it up. That's off script. I guess they give her creative control or creative reign to do that. But yeah, she makes up their nickname. My thing is like how hard are y'all are not going to be laughing? And she calls Shanice Nisi. She calls Shanice Nisi, so I'll be start cracking the fuck up. This girl give me a nickname and we didn't practice that shit unless she tells them before the script. It's like, bitch, I give everybody a nickname. So when I say the nickname, bitch, don't be laughing. Just stick. Don't say nothing. I'm gonna call you Nisi. All right, all right. Action. All right, you little Nisi. Look at Nisi. So that's what she do. We have Linda Thornton 6607. Hey Linda, she says Gap Band, who's left Uncle Charlie Wilson. Thank you, my love. We got Janice Ty. Hey Janice. She says I don't like Thirsty Carlton. Give Nicole some right. Ah, she says you have me cracking up talking like Eva. Why'd you time out? Her loud ass. Her loud ass. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, girl, Eva, go sit down somewhere, girl. We got Michael Palms. Hey, Michael. He says, it's a good thing Kat didn't walk in while Anita was talking to Eva because Kat would have accused Eva of trying to steal her grandmother. She sure would have. She sure would have. Kelly also says, Kelly S_S says, used dry lavender and teas. Really? I'm gonna have to do that then. I'm gonna have to do that. Kelly also says, I think you're right about Leslie killing Alan. I think so. She says the Gap Band, and she says, I think he played the pastor on Amen. Yeah, I think it's Pastor. He was Pastor Reuben Gregory. Reuben Gregory. I finally remember that, honey. Okay, we got Crystal. Crystal says, Shaw, come on. You saw Ted come in that room and assume he's jealous of Marcel and Leslie. You are definitely just guessing. I hope you're wrong. Ted knows that Marcel is not a good cop. He knows he was part of that whole Martin versus the racist situation. He'll probably warn Leslie about Marcel and thank him for getting her out of her face. At least he should. I'm like, girl, I be guessing, honey. Addicted to Love also says, I wonder if he was possibly worried because those two devilish minds working together could wreak havoc on the community. Their unscrupulous synergy has the potential to be even more treacherous than anything Fairmont Crest has ever seen before. You better say that, Addicted to Love, girl. You better say that. Okay, let's see what else we have. Cynthia Judkins 2250. She says, I said maybe you and Sir I said you and Sir had y'all dating, and we did. We had a good time. Because I think I put that video out really late. And so she said, I figured y'all went out. And Cynthia also says, lavender is used for a lot of things. And yes, you can drink it. I never knew that, girl. Now, lavender has a distinctive smell. Does it taste like it smell? I'm gonna have to try it. I'm gonna have to try it. I'm definitely gonna have to try it. Okay, we have Crystal. She says, Carlton and Nicole, what the BS are you talking? What BS are you talking? I'm sure Ted was at all of those Winterfest after parties too. Why would you have been building a friendship with her and her loving husband was right there? I just don't like Carlton for her. Seems he has been clocking her for many years. Of those 30 years she was wedded bliss with her husband Ted. It's just not right. Yeah, I agree. I agree, Crystal. James says, but while Nicole remained faithful to Ted and Carlton never crossed that line, Ted was locking it in with, with Leslie and making evil, honey. And Linda Thornton says, you are so right. It's just messy. I hope he doesn't play with Leslie. He knows she is evil. Crystal also says, James, but Nicole had no idea yet that any of that went down then. When the show started, Nicole and Ted were madly in love. Carlton, who? James replied to Crystal, says, True, Crystal. Nicole and Carlton enjoyed their friendship at the Winterfest after parties while being faithful. Nicole faithful to her marriage to Ted, with whom she was madly in love with, and Carlton being faithful to his friendship with Ted and his friendship with Nicole, respecting the marriage to her husband, with whom she was madly in love. Here's Ted, by now the father of Kat, and unbeknownst to him, the father of Eva, whose mother Leslie was ordered out of town by Ted's brother-in-law, Bill, under threat. Nicole has no idea that any of this went down, but Ted was intimately aware of it. Nicole equals Nicole equals faithful. Carlton equals faithful. Ted equals unfaithful and deceitful. Ted is reaping what he's sown. This eventual romantic relationship between his ex-wife and his partner and his ex best friend. That is, unless Greg Vaughn throws a wrench into the works. I like that idea of Greg Vaughn being a running mate. He does look political, and that'll be great. Tayson says that was not good writing, and how they went from a cerebral tone to laughing out loud felt fake and forced. It did, didn't it? Um, Thank you, Tayson. That whole scene was weird as fuck. Was weird. We have Miss Pearly Cole. She says the Gap Band saying you dropped a bomb on me. Thank you. Sid says, I Google Banneker. It's not a real college. No, it's a high school in DC, but it's not a college. She also says, I wanted it to be Mona that walked up behind Laura and Leslie. That girl, Mona would have grabbed the shit out of her. Cynthia also says the same can be said for Jessica. Her parents want her to go to UCLA because of her parents and grandparents. It is truly where she wants to. Is this truly where she wants to go? Right. Who knows? She's doing it because of her parents. Elizabeth Lassiter, she says Vernon's name on Amen was Pastor Reuben Gregory. Every time I see Clifton Davis, I hear Thelma from Amen calling him Reuben. Tiffy, Tiffy F says, "Girl, me too." That was a good show too. I used to love that. I might have to do some binge watching of some old shows tonight. I was gonna go see Wicked, but I haven't heard any good reviews on it. I don't know. I was gonna go, but I mean it's not even late. I don't know. I don't know if I. Anybody out there saw Wicked? I know. I mean, have y'all seen the first one? And you seen the second one? I haven't heard any good reviews on it. So I don't even know if I want to waste my time. At least I do know. I'm sure by January that shit would be on Amazon. So I might just wait till it comes on Amazon. Peace Angel says lavender is edible and is used in herbal tea blends as well. A favorite of mine is lavender vanilla. It is a great oil for relaxation and inducing sleep. Ask my kids. She says, just remember to dilute it with a carrier oil. That said, my need to see Dana Leslie get what's coming to her is growing like kudzu vines. A proper beat down from Shanice would be satisfying. I don't think Carlton would be able to stand her conniving ways. Contrasted to Nicole, Leslie is akin to that poison hidden in Haley's tatas. You dropped a bomb on me, Gap Band. Love when you drop a bit of song into this story. We think you're funny, talented, kind hearted, and just amazing in general. Thank you, boo. Enjoy your concert. Thank you, my love. You're so sweet. I thank you, Peace Angel. I haven't seen my friend Ronnie. I think she mentions sometimes. But Ronnie, if you're listening, honey, I miss you. It'd be cute to see you come on camera too, girl. Ronnie was one of my first ones. Way before y'all came, Ronnie was here. Ronnie may not say much now, but hopefully she still listens. We got Cynthia Judkins. She says, I sure hope Anita had already done the Evites. Just gave that job to Leslie just to pacify her. Linda Thornton, she said, I think Anita did put the cop on Leslie. That's why he was at the bar. You think so? Wow. Okay. Linda also says Leslie is lucky this is a soap. These young girls today would jump on somebody like Leslie and bring their whole family down, wouldn't they? It's like them kids jumped on that pregnant woman up in damn Chicago. Did y'all see that damn video? Them damn kids, them elementary kids jumped on that pregnant woman and her family. What's going on with these fucking kids? I told my daughter, I was like, girl, she live in DC or Maryland. She teach in DC. I think she finna drop that. I think she's just trying to be maybe teach on a college level because again she's getting her PhD. So she already got her master's and shit. I'm like, girl, you might want to go to colleges and teach or be a trainer or something more. Because these kids, I mean, shit, it's crazy. It's crazy. Cynthia says, no wonder the dress codes be off sometimes, right? Because what's her name? Chelsea had on a spring light outfit and damn Cat had on turtleneck. It's like, girl, y'all outfits is cute, but you need to match the season, honey. Cynthia also says Harvey was the worst of us hit in Houston. I heard about that. I heard about Harvey. I'm at the mute up with you, Cent. I'm gonna be down in Houston in July for DreamCon. So I'm gonna have to, because I know you email me sometimes. So I'm gonna let you know when I'm there. Maybe I could just give you a huggy and say, "Sit." If now I don't know, well, it's at the convention center in Houston. So yeah, I would love to see you and say, "Hey, girl, I have a little costume on or something like that." So yeah, I'm going down there with my boo. You'll be able to probably meet him too. My daughter will be there. My son will be there. All of us will be there actually, because since he's graduating, I offered him a trip because I went last time and he was like, "You didn't take me." So I'm treating him and his girlfriend to Houston next July for um for DreamCon. So I'm gonna be down there. And it's normally fun. My daughter went; she had a good time. So I'm ready to go down there and eat. So you need to tell me what I can eat down there. Like email me a bunch of restaurants, stuff to do. Just let me know. Email it to me, sent, and let me know. Then we have Linda Thornton. She says, "Notice only 2 days of Beyond the Gates next week, which we are already in. So that's why I'm doing this long ass um, front porch." So yeah, Cynthia's like they are slick with that one. Linda, I checked yesterday, and it had new episodes Monday and through Thursday. Now it's only Monday and Tuesday. Yep, it's only Monday and Tuesday. And yeah, Linda said yes, they were. Because I know Sid said she did check, and at first it did say a week. Then they changed it to just Monday and Tuesday. So, yep, they only did Monday and Tuesday this past week. So, yeah. Sid says Vernon on the phone with Sharon, and people are behind him. Why didn't he change where he was sitting in case someone came in the country club? Well, so he could change the subject. Girl, staging, blocking, the director telling him to sit there to make it look suspicious. Sin also says, "I have a strange feeling someone from Kenny's past is going to appear in Fairmont Crest during the election." Shit, and I wonder, ooh, you just said something. It makes me wonder, will Greg Vaughn be related to Kenny? Greg Vaughn's character, who's going to be running for Senate or running against Martin, it makes me wonder, will he have a connection to Kenny? It makes me wonder, girl. That would be cool. That would be real cool. Cynthia also says Carlton is a Christmas movie with he's in a Christmas movie with Brandy. Okay. Okay. Delinda also says that if he gives it to Leslie, he has no morals. I'm ready for Ted and Shanice to hook up so Leslie can feel some pain. She ain't gonna feel no pain. The only pain she gonna try to do is make Shanice feel pain. I'll be glad when Leslie sees some kind of jail time. Writer fans are watching and waiting. Yeah, I be seeing. I mean, I don't look in some of the, but I'm sure you got people. I think Michael Parms is part of those groups, and some of you guys do see some of the Facebook groups on Facebook and Twitter of people complaining about her. A lot of people just don't like her. They don't like Leslie's character. Sin says Leslie is too old to be bullying Laura like that, right? I have a question. Have any one of you been bullied before? I have been riding home on a school bus, and this girl sat behind me, would always pull my hair, and my mom was tired of me coming home crying. So, and she said, "Punch her a good time, and she'll leave you alone." And it worked. Yeah, I was bullied in elementary school by this girl, and my mom, this was back in the day when your mothers could come and substitute. Like my one of my teachers was out, and so my mom came, and I didn't know she was coming. When I saw her there, I was like, "Oh my god!" So I always felt nervous when my mom came, because then somehow the other little girls would think that you think you cute. You know that saying, "Yo, you think you bad, you think you cute because your mother is here. Your mother can't do nothing to me." So I told my mom one time that that girl was bullying me, and my mom told me I need to beat her, hit her, stand up to her, and I did one time outside on the playground, and a friend of mine stood with me because a lot of them were being bullied, and she didn't wind up doing it no more. And then my mom talked to her after I had already handled it. My mama talked to her one time when she came in to substitute, and made the girl cry, and that girl never bullied me no more. She sure didn't. Uh Blake Rogers says Leslie has no shame. It's awful. He said he was bullied for being shy and quiet. Oh, I was shy and quiet too, Blake. I told a particular bully's mom, and she actually told me to defend myself and hit her child back. I was shocked, But I took her advice, and once the bully knew I wasn't being a pushover, we became friends. Ain't that something? They became friends. Ain't that something? That's cute. That's so sweet. Cynthia 2250, she says, Martin and Kat are definitely siblings because they are both so extra. And Smitty had to put him in his place again, and he will again when that damn race starts to come up. She said, she also said that warm up suit did look nice on Vernon, didn't it? Everybody said Blake was like, I agree, nice color. And so Glenda Watkins, she said she thinks that the name of Clifton Davis's character on A Man was Reuben. It was Reuben Gregory. So thank you, everybody. We have Elizabeth Lassiter. She says, I'm ready for Leslie to be arrested. She's walking around bullying Laura. She need to share a cell with Allison crazy ass. A hashtag justice for Laura. And Ted, cut Leslie access to you, please. You could have given the trial info to Eva because she technically is your assistant, and have her give that info to Leslie. Oh, Nita Dean, she says, thanks to the writer's persistence, Ted just can't stay away from Dana. Although most of all of us are throw up sick of her every scene everywhere. Yes, like I said last week, that girl was every damn where on every episode. Every episode she was on it. And NB 1969 MB says, how was your date night, Auntie? So many of those clothes are top tier. I love them too. It was great, my love. I had a great time. It was so good. We have a couple of more date nights. Going to a play that I was asked to be in, but I couldn't do it because I couldn't do rehearsals. And we're going to go to an annual Christmas program that we normally go to called Soulful Noel, where a lot of my friends that I know who will be singing Christmas songs, and it's always good to go see Soulful Noel. And the guy who's the creator of it, it's gonna be special this year because earlier this year he had a heart attack, like could have taken him out heart attack. So he had to get a bypass, and so he's better. So I know for a fact this baby gonna get on that damn stage and cry. I know he will. I know it, and I want to be there boohooing with his ass. So let me take a really quick little break and wet my whistle again, and I'll be right back to go over episode number 178. All right, we are back to talk about and read through the comments of episode number 178. With the Elon on the cover. And Marcel was in it. It was a good episode. My hand is itching. My left hand is itching. I must be getting some money. Me and my boyfriend are going to the casino later today. When y'all hear this, we'll probably be at the casino. So I hope I get me some money, baby. All right, the first comment I see is Shay Baby 1991. Hey Shay. She says, "Oh my God, y'all, where is Ashley? Is she still crying under the covers? She's been missing. And Nicole is so annoying. She is like a robot. Girl, you not on the clock." Right. We know you'll see that she's gonna be on 179. So I'm sure you'll be like, where's Ashley? So she didn't look too sad when we saw her on the Thanksgiving episode. She looked pretty happy. NM985 says Ted is messing up big time with my girl Kat. Even Nicole emotionally abandoned her. Only Danny had her back. Y'all quit forcing Eva on that child. Now Tomas is going to marry her to use her for his career. Right. That's what I forgot to mention that, because when Bill was talking to him about what he need to do, and they trying to avoid another lawsuit, so he talking about we need to be out, and we so everybody can know that we are a couple. Everybody know that already. Everybody who need to know. Everybody don't need to know. Whoever knows. So now you're gonna be using her. We got Michael Parms. He says, seriously, Ted should avoid Leslie. Only see Eva doing work. Stop trying to get Kat and Eva to bond. In other words, slow your roll, Ted. Right, Michael. You are so right. Linda Washington says, if Vernon were Leslie's daughter, I mean, if Leslie was Vernon's daughter, that's what she meant. She says if Vernon was Leslie's daughter, Vernon would not act like would Vernon would not act like dumb Ted. DT for dumb Ted is his new name until he gets it right. I don't like how he's just being so let's be friends. It's okay. I feel like we could be friends. That old Dana. I miss that old Dana. She was pretending, honey. The Dana you see now, the crazy, that's what she's always been. That one that she like doing that y'all did some nasty shit. Y'all know you did. So stop it. Wasn't no nice Dana. I mean, they were friends, but damn, ain't nothing nice about Dana. She hid that crazy side of hers because she wanted you to be with her. Shit. We got Jasmine Williams. She says, again, Auntie, thank you so much for your daily hustle. Not interested in watching a weekly recap compilation of stuff I already saw. Thanks and justice for Laura. That's what she says. That's one thing my boo gonna say. She gonna always say justice for Laura. Um, Linda Washington says, why are they taking Leslie's word that Eva is Ted's dad? I know. Well, Eva had that straw, and she said they sent it to the lab and they confirmed it. They just sent it to the lab. We never saw. Did she ever bring back the papers? I think she did. I think Eva did get the papers back. I want them to test Eva. I mean, Kat, or even test Eva to make sure that Leslie is her mom. We know that Ted is Eva's dad. We know that. But what I want to know is Eva, if Leslie is Eva's mother. That's what I want to know. So Linda also says, I am so done with dumb Ted. He is all so out of sorts. He needs to realize that he does not have a baby and that he does not need to co-parent. He has a grown ass woman, man, and doesn't need her mommy everywhere they go. I'm so done with him. If he spent the same energy trying to get Nicole back, they would be together. But his inability to handle Leslie was the end of their marriage. Right? That girl just was a free bird, just doing whatever, and she didn't feel protected. Linda Washington also says, "Is Haley taking Bill to the vacation spot to finish him off?" It makes you wonder that, because she's so locked in on that St. Bart's house, so she could just leave him there like, oh my God, his body just drifted off to sea, and I tried to save him. Yeah, girl. Okay. Jasmine Williams, she says, how did Fabrizi, Nicole, and idiot Timu Ted get together? She is on a pedestal, and he's too stupid to climb it. Not stupid to climb it. I tell you, Jasmine Williams and her reads, Jesus, I love them. She said, Cat is a bitch, as straight up spoiled, entitled little straight up bitch. She was from the minute she appeared on screen. She was a bitch to Eva from the second one before she had anything to do about hating her. She made fun of her clothes and her supposed classlessness. Eva was not responsible for blowing up Ted and Nicole. That was Ted. The night of the party, Kat told Eva she was dead to her. I blame Eva for continuing to enable her wicked mommy clown and continue to cover for her. Eva should declare war on that brat for wishing she was never born. Maybe, just maybe, when Ted and company find out about that, he'll stop pushing them together. Somewhere down the line, that brat is going to need a kidney and a sibling. It's going to be the best match. Wow. Let's see if she still wishes Eva was never born. Or a blood transplant. They might use the lupus thing. If they threw that in there, that would be interesting. That because I think she does have lupus. The real girl does. Kobe. Everyone in her life has told her to knock it off with her obsession with Eva because she is definitely obsessed with her. She need to chill with that. But Eva is kind of too because whenever she was talking to Tomas, and where's Kat? And she does the same thing with Ted. Is Kat coming? It's like they both have an obsession with each other. She will lose Tomato over it eventually. She's a miserable little chick. Justice for Laura. Take a seat, Brad. So you don't like her, huh? Teach Jazz 217 says Tomas will have to marry Kat so he can make partner. If Kat warned what is that warned to destroy his career, she could let Bill know that he cheated on her with Eva. Wow. Okay. Okay, Jasmine Williams says, but Bill wouldn't care. He was the biggest cheater in town. Tomato only stepped out once, despite the emotional affair with Eva. Um, okay, yeah, I get that. I definitely do understand that. Teach Jazz says, so is Leslie going to use her money to help Marcel if he needs his wife? If he needs his wife, I thought about that. I thought about that because he said it would be pretty much cheaper to keep her. And Jasmine says Leslie is going to get Marcel to destroy any chance of Laura's getting justice. That's true too. I don't like it. Blaze says Ted can front all he wants. Was definitely jealous seeing Dana with another man. I've seen this storyline a million times. He don't want Dana, so he claims, but he also don't want nobody else to have her either. That happens in real life a lot too. That happens a whole lot, Blaze. Carolyn McWilson says Marcel does look good for his age. He's actually 67. Really, he looks fantastic. Tomas is the opportunist. He is. Like I told you, my one of my mentor friends, he knows him. He knows the actor who plays Marcel. I'm like, Nick, when you gonna introduce me? Shit, give me that for Christmas. Have him make me a video. Shit, I be doing some work. I talk to a star or two. You see, you know him. Tell him Shar say hi and send me something so I can throw it on here. Carolyn also said Ted continues to discount Kat's feelings. He does. Stop trying to make them get along. It'll happen. It'll happen. She also says Nicole is stupid too, and this is getting too much. Yeah, it is. Carolyn McWilson also says Ted character development has stalled terribly. Yep. See, we all look with a creative eye. It's like I don't know. He's not a fighter. He doesn't have that menacing energy like the other Ted did. But the other Ted, he didn't have it wasn't a spark there. I was so blinded by how fine he was. I didn't a lot of stuff he gave that Tomas type of energy on camera. But I've seen some AI memes that look more meaner than he did. If you look at some of these old crazy ass memes that these Chinese or Asian countries do of what this made up storyline of Beyond the Gates, they be talking about how Doug is coming back and he coming back married with children. It'd be some crazy shit. And how they take the picture of a person and they turn it into something evil. They face just get contorted and shit. It's crazy. But Keith is a good actor though. He is. He hopefully, like I said, season 2, we got to see some developments. I want to be hollering and screaming and see a difference. I need for them to create more scenes and stages. We know the pre palace stage. We know orphan stage. We know the hospital stage. I mean, I need for them to create more stages. I guess they needed to have the money and the budget to do so. So I can't wait for that. We have Linda Thornton. She also says, writers, please give Ted a backbone and some insight. Why are the writers making Ted appear so weak? I just said that. I ain't even see. Girl, we better be on one accord. It looks like Leslie and Ted will be spending Thanksgiving together as they did with such poor judgment on Ted's part. Right. Exactly. He could have easily went over there to Martin and damn Smitty's house and not ate at Orphans and just took Eva over there and let Leslie fend for herself. That could have been easy. That was easy. You went over there anyway, you know. P says, did I miss something? Where are Ted's people? Girl, who knows? You ain't missed nothing, honey. Who knows, honey? Everybody's talking about Ted. Today we have K B662. She says, Ted want to check Isaiah for Eva, yet, but has yet to get in Tomas's ass about Cat. Right. But boy, bye. Cat's parents are the ops, both of them. That's true, girl. That's true. We have my boo Blake Rogers says Cat is hurting and feeling misplaced. She was a daddy's girl before Eva became Ted's main focus, and now he's trying to force them together. Ted is missing an opportunity to spend quality time with Kat. He should just chill with his daughters and separately for Thanksgiving and don't force the issue. I agree. Jasmine says, I agree. Why push oil and fire together? Kat's vitriol will destroy her. Yeah, it's too much. It's too much. Kelly underscore S. She has several comments. Let's see what my boo says. She says, Ted's walking around talking about I'm Either's father. You don't even know if Either's father who's Either's dad or not. Get an authentic DNA. She also says Danny's not over Bill. Just wait until Bill falls out from them damn drops. We'll find out then, right? And she also says Tomas might catch Haley in the act. I hope so. I hope so. Jasmine says Tomato is sure to make partner if he puts Mosquito out. Yeah, that'll be great, girl. That'll be great. Kelly also says I really think the writers are overdoing the Cat and Eva storyline because one of them isn't his daughter. Mmm. That's interesting, Kelly. I like that angle. And it's probably Cat, not his daughter. Mm. Curly K7041 says, I hate how they're pushing Kat to accept Eva. Even Nicole made her feel guilty. Right, I didn't like that either. I was very surprised that she said that. But Blake Rogers says, I know, right? Nicole is not very supportive in this situation. Neither is Martin. Everyone's stressing Kat to keep the peace with Eva without really validating Eva's feelings first. Yeah, that's why she was like, fuck that family. I'm getting ready to go with my boo. I'm going to go to this bed and breakfast with him. Fuck them. Blaze also says nobody's pressuring her. They just want her to accept this. This will be the new normal because whether she like it or not, Eva is her sister. Kat just wants to be the only girl. She wants to be the only. Yeah, yeah, I get that too, but they still let her do it in her own timing, though. I just think that they're just trying to push it quick, faster than when they need to. Jasmine Williams says Kat doesn't want to share not even a sliver of attention with anyone. Martin has passive aggressive issues toward the Miracle Baby, who was put on a rocket ship. They did say that, didn't they? As a result, Kat is coddled, selfish, and immature. Curly K says, LOL, literally everyone matters to her. Everyone who matters to her, Ted, Nicole, Chelsea, Martin, and Tomas is suggesting she open herself up to Eva. Whether people think Kat is selfish, entitled, spoiled, etc., and to not empathize with her is unbelievable given the fact that Eva, who is a functionally adult, plotted to ruin Kat's family, sleep with her boyfriend, and showed up at her house to confront her, trash her with her brother, etc. Kat is well within her reason not to want to build a relationship with her. Yeah, I agree. Or at least just take her time with it. Just take her time. Everybody else forgive Eva. Okay, y'all, that's y'all. That ain't me. That's y'all. Cynthia said, that's my daughter. I always wanted to take one of those sweet potato pies home just for her and give my grandson the side eye when he wants a piece. I got a little slice of pie I'm going to eat in a minute after I do this audio. Sid also says that Bill just won't let it go about Danny. She just she just making sure she knows that he can't do shit about it, but have that sourpuss look on his face. So she'll do. Cynthia says, I know that you were delighted to see both of your favorite characters on the screen today. Girl, you already heard it in my voice, honey. And here go Michael Parms. I'm gonna fuss him out. Small correction, Shar. It's Chief Hawthorne, not Captain Hawthorne. Why did you demote the man? I mean, I can pull him up any way he want, honey. Ah, and we have Peace Angel says Marcel and Leslie are giving a bubbly Bonnie and Clyde vibe. They sure are. They sure are. Will Leslie off Mrs. Marcel and for shits and giggles and arterial motives? Why is Ted so damn dense? All of y'all are talking about Ted this week on this episode. What is wrong with that brother? Did a light did a light bulb click on in Tomas Squarehead when Bill was talking about him needing to be more settled, or had he already considered tightening up with Cat? If he's just making moves to advance his career, Kat will be devastated. She definitely will be. She definitely will be. Because again, Eva ain't thinking about his ass, and he's not thinking about Eva either. So, because he's definitely focused on her, on cat now, but I think it's more of a career move than him doing what he feels is right. All right, let me take a real quick pause and I will be back to read the final episode. BRB. All right, we're on episode number 179 with Danny looking surprised. It was a fun episode. It was killed. I mean, it was count. We have the RC Koger one. Hey, RC Koger, happy Thanksgiving to you too. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Happy Gobble Gobble Day. Thank you, my love. All right, we have Dion underscore Jones. Hey, Dion, welcome, welcome. Says Ted should have stopped Eva and Leslie from bad mouthing Cat, but he wonders if why Cat feels like she has no longer matters to him. Yeah, everybody's been on Ted this week. He's the punching bag, honey. Everyday people 296 said this is your second Thanksgiving without your mom. This is my first. Oh, but I'm just here trying to push through. God bless you. Oh my God, girl, I'm sending you lots of hug and kisses and spiritual strength. It is tough, honey. It is tough, but we gonna get through this together, boo. We gonna get through this together. I'm here for you. I'm definitely here for you, boo. I'm definitely here for you. You got it, girl. You got it. Miss Linda Washington says, "Why all the non-cookers want to cook a big meal at Thanksgiving?" Linda Washington says also, that's advertising for your behind, like Nicole with the Febreze. Right. That was the first time I saw Cascade. I was like, okay, Cascade. Jazzy Portraits one says, Happy Thanksgiving, Rascals and Auntie. Oh, thank you, my love. Ms. Welder says, Happy Turkey Day, everyone. And Ms. Welder, she says, We love you too. I love you. And we have Elizabeth Lassiter. She says, Happy Thanksgiving. Pray all have a blessed holiday. I was looking at Danny in the kitchen like, girl, you know you can't make nothing but reservations. Bill no damn well he missed the Duprees. He does. He was bored as hell sitting with bobblehead fake hair. I swear Nita, Danny, and Nicole have it in their track. Their outfits must be flawless in every scene. Ain't it, girl? They never wear a bad outfit. Always looking good. This was the nicest I've ever seen Naomi treat Jacob in weeks. Hopefully it'll last. That is so true, Elizabeth. She said Clifton's speech was giving his best Reverend Reuben Gregory. When he did his toast, he just needed Thelma to say, Reuben! So true, girl. This time, instead of me doing my recaps on my computer that had me sounding like I was in a hole, this time I'm at my laptop and I'm doing it like I normally do on my phone with my microphone up, posted up. And I think it's clear enough. So we're almost through with this one. Happy Thanksgiving. A lot of y'all saying Happy Thanksgiving. Hopefully y'all had a good one. We have Shar 90303. She said, I I think from here on out, I'm going to fast forward through Ted, Eva, Leslie, Ashley, Ashley's mammy, Derek C. Their stories never progressed. So, yeah, I don't. You don't even have to worry about Ashley and Derek no more because they ain't even together. So, yeah, you ain't got to worry about them no more. We have Teach Jazz 217 says, Hello, Auntie. Happy Thanksgiving. I have so many reasons to give thanks and count you. Oh, it's one of those reasons. I'm thankful for your recaps on Beyond the Gates. Your commentary has lifted my spirit many times recently when I was down. Thank you so much. You take your take. If I can read your take on our show, is really appreciated. Peace and blessings to you and your family. Thank you, Boo. Thank you, love. Thank you. Everybody saying happy Thanksgiving from Kelly S. We got Cynthia Judkins who said happy Thanksgiving. Um, uh, Addicted to Love, she says her aunt always makes green bean casserole. It's really good. Okay. I never had it. Tell your aunt to send me a pan of that around here, girl. Cynthia Judkins says I have a dishwasher, but I'm like my grandmama. I use it for storage. I'm a dishwasher. And Miss Pearly Cole says, same here, girl. I prefer to wash by hand instead of using a dishwasher. I ain't got no dishwasher, so I ain't got no other choice but the damn wash by hand. But yeah, when I did have one, I did wash by hand more. Cynthia says, keep sweat because I was singing something, 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 something just ain't right. So yeah, she also says, I like Andre when he asked Danny, could she cook? He's like, could she cook? She's like, yeah. He's like, I can cook. I mean, I can cook. So when I said the guarantee, Cynthia says that was a famous Justin Wilson. My husband used to love to watch his show just to hear him talk. Wasn't he good? I used to love him too. I used to love watching him as well. We have J Way slash Z says, I guarantee is the catchphrase of the late Cajun chef, Justin Wilson. Yep, he was good. Such a good man. And we have MB 1969. MB, she says, Justin Wilson, old school Creole TV cook. My mom used to watch Justin Wilson, but I am auntie status too. Auntie, clear man, and he could throw down in the kitchen, honey. Tomas slept with Eva, so Nicole is not fond of him. Uh-huh. Great recap as usual, Auntie. Keep Sweat. Something just ain't right, honey. Something just, and that is the end of all of the recaps. Like I told you, this is a long ass recap. So if y'all cooking or eating or watching football with your man and you don't want to watch it, you got a nice front porch to listen to today. I'm all caught up. I'm not splitting this. This might be a long one, but I had to get this done. I read each and every comment from last week. Um, and I thank y'all again for just being you, for all of your comments. I love how we can just give our take and be honest and be open and be free, and I love it. I really do love it, and we can bring joy to each other. So I'm happy about that. Let me go ahead and get all of these edited. And I saw, like I saw Reasonable Doubt. I don't know if I'm gonna finish recapping it because I don't really get a lot of views on it, but it was really good. I don't know who got shot at the end. So sent or somebody said that they did a binge and they saw it. So, and I was trying to look to see who it was. I was like, oh, that's her, because it was blurry. Then she had all her hair cornrowed back. But I don't think nobody got shot, and if they did, it was a bad shot. I don't think it was like nobody's dead. I think that they might have gotten injured, or she might have shot past them to do a warning shot because they're pissed about what happened to the character, the other character, R.I.P. So, all right, let me go ahead and get this together. Hopefully, you guys had a wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving. This will be uploaded on Friday, and I will see y'all in the next video. Love you. Bye.